inside lanes. It is going to be the kind
So
of
streaming on Twitch, streaming on YouTube.
Throwing out one of the control mages here for quad. He's one of our guys who does really enjoy playing the way. And Ornn would give them that go button.
All right, I'm gonna
turn off the screen share.
We also got some marginal buffs on the patch as well, so a nice little boost there. And it's a lot of range is the last two picks here for FlyQuest. You know, the Hui, super long range, and Ornn as well, the Ornn ultimate. Huge combination abilities here for both those champions. So I actually really like the rounding out of the FlyQuest comp here. They start out with very strong independent jungler, super strong bottom lane for Maso and Kraujin, which you talked about doing really well in lane so far, and they round it out with some real team fighting picks for both their solo laners. Yeah, and I think Hui is actually really annoying to play into for a number of these champions. For Skarner, when you're trying to go Ishel's impact through a wall, the fear is so easy to actually just hit and be able to knock him back. You can also just throw down your root at the end of a magical journey for Bard, and you can go straight into that. So Hui has some good answers into a lot of these champions. And
what is happening? Wait.
When it was time to add my son to our car insurance,
I don't have ads.
I was scared to even think about my wallet.
LCS is taking an ad break.
But instead, with Drive Easy on the Geico app, my son's safe driving score saved us even more.
It feels good to say.
I don't think you're allowed to leave.
I would take so many notes, and I would get home and I would just like kind of freeze because I had it and then I didn't. So I used AI mode to create an interactive study guide. Not only did it show me the answers, but it showed me actually how I can get there. You can just put in all your info, and then it's like, boom.
Why not?
Amazing.
More plays going for yourselves. Play the map a little bit on the side of Sentinels.
All right, we are ready to go.
We'll see how good that is, because Sentinels, they have been able to have some very controlled mid games to find some success for the team.
Yeah, we'll see if
Gregor,
they're able to get
send
things
Julian.
going the
We're
right
on
way.
Twitch and YouTube.
Sentinels still looking for their first series win of the
All right,
split here.
Coping
FlyQuest, of
RN, first to
having
the
a
chat.
very dominant win
Kira
against DSG last week, and Griffin looking to pick up where he left off there. He is
Arneon is in
for
America,
potential
and he is
fight
ready to go.
Raptors
And he
here
will
at level
be
1.
here. He will be at Riot Games
rock
Arena
in the face.
tomorrow.
Get away from my Raptors.
Never mind.
Ward down though.
And
Ward
so
is there,
we got the
but,
classic
Ward also seen,
Hambach matchup here of Skarner
versus
versus Pantheon.
Thing is, when it's worded like that, especially.
No, wait,
people
did
are always
Sean
really
cut me off and he didn't put it on the regular YouTube? He only put it on the League of Legends YouTube? Is that what happens, Sean?
Especially if enemy knows the respawn time of your Raptors, Pantheon will invade all day. Griffin is almost a signature for him now. Just come invade your Raptors. He did this last weekend, just going up, trying to beat down
commentators today. Juliandro,
big hype though for this matchup is the age difference.
To the stream with
very
casters.
big age differences, the biggest in the LCS, and you can see
supporting top especially.
Yeah, namely on display, especially in the top lane. An interesting way to look at it is the age difference, since we always do like at 15 or 14 stats, you know, in League, is 2015. This is the year that like impacted who he first came to America. How old were these players when Impact and who he came over? You know, they were 20, but now you got a bunch of babies, especially on FlyQuest side.
So Sentinels might not be favored today.
Yeah.
But in 2015,
if we played
would be favored.
Yeah, if we played this match in 2015, we'd have a 7-year-old Gakkos up there in the top lane. He's probably got like some Cheez-Its on the side. He got some snacks and everything.
A little goldfish, you know. You got all your snacks.
Sippy cup, maybe.
Hey, I mean, a lot of the LCS players needed a sippy cup at 20, so there's no shame.
How old was Sven Scary? Because, yeah, he spilled
in his 20s, spill scaring.
He spilled every single day.
Yeah, that was crazy. There's out-of-game mechanics, you know, leaving something to be desired. The in-game mechanics, they were on point, though.
But interesting with the big age difference. We've also had a fairly substantial difference in the way these teams have found success in games. And it shows up a lot in the early game stats in general for these two teams. FlyQuest, you would kind of expect the young team with lots of mechanics, and I don't know, I feel like people always just imagine like you're hot-headed if you're young and you're just like super aggro, you're trying to take a bunch of fights, to have an early game advantage. And if you thought that, you would be right. They have had some very positive early game gold stats for themselves. And Sentinels, the kind of opposite, and it feeds into another one of these just like assumptions that people have, especially that are surrounded like, oh yeah, well the older players, they've got to be, you know, bigger brains or something to cause them to be able to come back from gold deficits, right? You you have to be wise to come back in later stages of the game, right?
Exactly. Stay calm under pressure. It's also kind of crazy because these are at 14 stats, but I was looking at the at 15 stats, which you can obviously see on Games of Legends, and Impact is averaging down over 700 gold at 15, and his entire team's deficit is significantly less than that.
Yeah, they chopped it. It was like 400 something. So the rest of the team's making up for part of.
And so far, hey, he's got an advantage on that top side. He's playing, First Strike Rumble.
Yeah,
he's cheating a little bit, but we take what we can get, Kobe.
True. You don't really take your matchups into account when you look at stats, right? Just it's a numbers game.
Exactly.
But yeah, Rumble, of course, earning the extra gold there. Always nice to take First Strike versus the tanks. Try and farm off them even more since.
All right, we are good to go.
Scale up for his team, and we're having a lot of that so far. Everything really going according to plan so far. Just calm farm game from both sides. Caitlyn side on the bottom here pushing in, trying to make the most of the siege, and you buy some time for a little Bard roam and go and get... Oh, we have a little fight here on the second chickens.
Yeah, this is actually really nice because Huhi has made the move. Cryogen is coming up, but you can
wait a second!
Like that,
Let's go! Wait!
Flashes back, does get a stun onto Hambach, but he saw they were there and then just decided to go back in. That
guy.
Really ill-advised.
Support has
Griffin
pushing bottom
young
lane, so
and crazy.
support roam.
Mid
lane also pushing, so mid lane walk over. And what we talked about earlier with the Raptor respawn timer desync, since it is the third camp for
waiting for the Hambach triple grab.
Red quadrant, but it's the fourth camp for Griffin.
But we're the only
on
ones.
The other side, is able to get there for the steal.
Yeah, and now Griffin is way behind. So
we're the only ones who prefer the Skarner versus Pantheon side of the Skarner.
You saw him leave from mid lane.
There are three people here. I don't know what he's thinking.
There's just no way he can defend that because he saw the Rise walking in and they knew that Bard is missing. Even if Bard is
That's
not
crazy
there,
talk. Look at Golden Glue.
Still should not be walking in knowing
Golden
that the Rise
Glue gets
is going to be there
even more animated than me.
Yeah, he's
trash talking him from the coach's room, which is hysterical.
It does buy the Bard a lot of roam timers, and we were kind of just talking about as we saw in the bottom lane, then push in, getting
is this Thanatos' biggest fan? Followed us.
Very easy setup for Rise there. No flash or even ghost necessary for Dark Wings to get into range. Very nice start for the first blood for Sentinels, and we might have to readjust our
Hambach Skarner, Alex. You got real hope.
This game is definitely going to affect them.
We have the Hambach Skarner. It's
very
nothing makes me happier to watch.
Game for Sentinels.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, Hambach is now up almost an entire level. Masu going to go in onto Rahel and chunk him down a bit, but
all right, let's get that first Drake
now at this point. And Griffin was looking for that mid-lane gank, but had been warded out by
snowball going.
Raptors, so he gets
Speed
nothing.
Demon,
he goes and sees, okay, well, can I steal away your
the thing
Raptors?
about our League of Legends
down,
team
so
is...
Griffin, that entire time that Dragon was being taken...
The thing about our League of Legends team is they have a very high ceiling and a low floor. They are very erratic. They like to put on a show. They're definitely the aggressive, engaged group. And Hambach is like a neon playing League of Legends.
Favorite of Hambach Skarner highlights.
So Hambach Skarner highlights. Manuel Martinez, Romero, welcome to the stream. Akiris, I7. So yeah, this is my personal favorite, is when Hambach plays Skarner against Pantheon, where most teams would opt into the other side of that. I love being on the Pantheon. I love being on the Skarner. So for those of you who don't know League of Legends well, the Skarner has an ability to impale you and drag the person towards your team. So Hambach loves to just dive in, grab somebody, and try and pull them. So that is the play. So. And you got the assist, got the kill to Dark Wings. Okay, let's go, Hambach. Wait, all right. Okay, so Dark Wings Rise has the ability to realm warp, which means he... Oh! Wait a second. Hambach is dead, because that's what he does. Hambach is always down for a fight, win or lose. Uh-oh. Okay. And it is tied right back up.
As well. Huhi just arriving to the grubs now, and FlyQuest got a couple big kills back.
The kids get some revenge.
We didn't get the rest of our team to the top fast enough there.
pulling back Skarner and being able to finish him off. Really nice combination from a quad to have the full damage. And
Who stole the scuttle?
Wait. Huhi is Bard, which is the most annoying champion in the game.
Griffin is still down 20 jungle CS.
He has a smite too. I guess he just didn't think he needed it, or maybe didn't see the auto attack coming out of the brush.
The Bard can just ping you with little projectiles. Who knows what those are called? Someone in chat knows. We do have some actual League of Legends fans. Hey, Sharpie MS.
With his auto attack once he got there.
2-0 isn't really our style, but you never know. We like a good 3-game series. We like to go the distance. We like to have scrappy matches.
Would have had to react to seeing the visual.
Like to have it be entertaining.
From the brush, so you can give him, you can
give him a pass.
Give him some consideration on that one, but could also say.
So. Darkwings.
So, young, right?
So Darkwings can teleport. So he shoots to himself, so he gets on the other side of the fight. And then thought we were 3v3, but we weren't. But hey. All right, here we go. Humbug is here again, impaling the poor kid, and he's dead.
Here comes the ulti.
Wait. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is my favorite comp here. Is
little setup there from Sentinels.
Rahel on Caitlyn, Huhi on Bard, Darkwing on Rise,
yeah, let's see. I mean, now
Hombok on Skarner, Impact on Rumble. Even if we lose this match, I'm going to have fun watching. Because this is a comp that's just fun to play, easy to watch. Easy to play, fun to watch. Whichever you prefer. Whichever of those combinations you prefer.
Still looks very good for Sentinels overall.
We have a 1K gold lead, plus we have a dragon, and the next dragon is in 1 minute.
Initiation was just a beautiful ult from Huhi. Ult into Bard tunnel, and then the Corki was actually close to the wall, so he was like, oh, great.
So the Bard has 2 abilities that are... Yeah, Rahel on Kaisa definitely is my favorite thing to watch. All right, here we go. Hombok's going to come just scoop up one of these.
He stole the crab on the top side.
Okay.
Then got back bottom for a very successful gank. And
okay.
Turns out
we're going to get 2 grubs. The
Since,
grubs have really been devalued this year, but, you know, they're here, so why not take them?
Retain their control over the neutral
get a little experience.
As well. Mountain Dragon in tow, 2 grubs for themselves.
Using that MasterCard power.
If we lose this, yes, we can still make playoffs. It's 8 teams. Top 6 go to playoffs. 5th and 6th go into the lower bracket, and so it's only double elimination for top 4. It would be hard to make top 4 if we lose today, because this is definitely the tier list. This is one of those matches that will really determine where we sit in the tier list.
You're not going to get out of there anyway. FlyQuest, though, are first in the area for this dragon, and we'll see if Sentinels want to try to contest it. Gold lead slightly in their favor. As
the
well
Poke,
as that
welcome to the stream. All right, are they gonna are they gonna contest the dragon? Are they just gonna let us have the dragon?
You've got orange scaling you want to rely on, maybe.
They're gonna just let us have this dragon. I think then. Yeah, they're not even. Now the Pantheon does have the ability to come strolling in here super quickly. So here he comes. He's gonna try and steal it. But we took it before he got here. Sorry, Griffin. Too late. That was awesome. He just whiffed on his ult. That was crazy talk. That was awesome.
Maybe if Gatkos can get down here in time.
So we are 0-2 in the spring split. FlyQuest is 1-1. Yeah, I was gonna say, George, this is kind of the like team comp we've been playing here the last week. Come on, Rahel! Come on, Rahel! Come on, Rahel! Boom! Hombok says, Rahel, let me feed you. Let me feed you the Corki.
And Rahel knocks him down.
Okay, let's go. Now, normally at 12 minutes, up 2K gold and up 2 Drakes, you'd feel good. Our team is a little more up and down than that. Welcome, Cupcakes.
Gold lead early on. This is not a common occurrence for them. They had
Sharpie, I think he was hoping that we were going to be low health, and then he would just show up and pick off someone. Because he didn't. He ulted too far away to even steal the dragon, I think. But yeah, Rahel's getting fed. Here we go. Hombok on the Skarner. Rahel just feasting.
Easy to flash forward on the bubbles.
So for those of you who don't know, the Esports World Cup qualifiers are going on midweek, and during the midweek, we played DSG again, and we 2-0'd them with Rahel just popping off on Caitlyn and Kaisa. So that is the hope we can repeat that today. But they looked, Rahel was just dominating on, it was a Wednesday, I guess. Rahel was dominating Wednesday.
He's looking good.
So Rahel and Hambach are definitely the two players with the highest upsides. Hambach is definitely the player with the most variability. He just loves to scrap. He's always down for the fight.
We'll get the prio around this scuttle at the very least.
Question is, who can even answer the Rise bottom right now? I mean, Orna's teleport. They're doing.
Okay, here we go. Cuppy Cakes.
So
with a sub and the poke with a sub. We're going to be giving away another jersey here soon. If we win this game, I'll just give a jersey away immediately. They just name dropped me on broadcast while I was talking about Skarner. They kept talking about how I love his Skarner.
Could be a potential 3v3, but I don't think FlyQuest wants that.
There's nothing I like better. So they show the team scrims in the conference room, and I'll go in and eat my lunch and watch the scrim. And whenever Hambach's playing Skarner, it's just a good lunch.
We didn't get to see, anything happen for them on top side. The reason they are paying that cost though is to try and make a play on impact. They have both solo laners up there. Quad walks up. He's like, okay, if Rumble, steps too far or anything, maybe we can make a play top side. Then you teleport down bottom and catch up with the Rise wave. But
so 2K gold, 2 dragons.
During a correct timing there, and ends up with an extra turret plate for the Rise, 4 Darkwings on the bottom half of the map, and teleport used.
Now see, this is one where we're going to engage. Will we let him take the Rift Herald? We're going to try and engage here. Here comes Hambach first, who he freezes him.
Impale gonna get flashed away from
okay. Wait a second. Here comes the Pantheon back. Wait. The Pantheon came back to die. Wait a second. Rahel from downtown. Are you kidding me?
FlyQuest just don't have the damage to be looking for a fight like this.
That is crazy talk.
Big overforce.
Yeah.
And now we'll just go scoop up the Rift Herald, and then we'll go take, will we take mid-turret with this Rift Herald, I hope? That was wild times right there.
Go into ultimate, then you're going to get locked into death. But then Pantheon ulting back in.
Yeah, it's a big sports weekend. For those of you who follow the Premier League, this is the weekend where does Arsenal show that they're the Cloud9 of Premier League, or do they finally break the curse?
Starts it off, another good Bard ultimate into the Skarner chain.
It's like at this point, Griffin is already lost a third of his health, but he decides to engage, and then Rahel just immediately pops him.
And tries to go in, but even with
that was so bizarre, and then Quad is just stuck.
Damage and Impact just roasting them on the front lines here. Trying to move them back. So
wild times there.
Kind of response from
look at the FlyQuest brain trust.
Sentinels just seemed like a big overforce from FlyQuest, though, to me. I mean, that fight was not even close.
Oh, there you go. There's our Rift Herald mid, although we did not get the turret. But there's 4 seconds to the dragon, so it seems like we should just scoop this dragon up over here. I don't think they're even going to come watch. Yeah, they're not. They're just going to go work on their vision, and they're just going to let us get to... Maybe they're going to go try and... they're going to go try and gank Darkwings top, but it's not really going to matter. We are on Soul Point. Okay. We have a 4K gold lead. And Darkwings, there's the Realm Warp. Oh, 5 Amir? Samir? Samvir? Sam VLR? Any of those things. Glad you got your jersey. That's awesome. Hambach wasn't born to play tanks. Hambach was born to fight and engage and jump in. Like I said, if Hambach played Valorant, he'd be a Neon. He would be a full Neon player if he was a Valorant player.
So recall timers go out. And we'll see, because the map is getting pretty dangerous now for FlyQuest.
John QTCS message.
This is very good.
Wait, John.
Good range,
John, the Nightbot is trolling.
Is quite dangerous for him.
Yeah, it really is. And, I mean,
The Nightbot is very aggressive on the emotes. Jerry, can we reset that? I actually don't have a problem with the emotes. I think we should not be that aggressive on the emote canceling. All right. 4,500 gold lead and 3 dragons.
Not going to be able to trade back. He's just going to have to back off.
See, look at that Nightbot. Charlie Lipsy. Charlie also got deleted by the Nightbot. Do you have access to that, Jerry, or is that something that we have to do on our end? R.I.P. Charlie Lipsy. By the way, John, did you know that Charlie was the original League of Legends coach for P1 Esports? He tries to act like he wasn't when I ask tough questions. He'll be like, ask someone else.
Try and go for a pick on somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be Rahel, but
got it. I'll have to figure out how to do the Nightbot. It is very aggressive.
You could possibly make it work.
How about Kiana? That was a little crazy, I gotta say. His Skarner really pops off. His Skarner is so fun to watch. The Kiana was a little wild that first week.
This pretty vulnerable Hui, who is up here.
There you go, Charlie. John did not know you were a coach.
So wants to be there to keep him safe. Masu gonna be able to balk away.
Yeah, it's only 4 emotes.
Pretty close to getting caught by the Tempered Fate, but quick reactions from him will keep him safe for now.
Okay, just should buy Ornn.
All right, here we go.
Get another wave on bottom side too.
4,500 gold lead. We're on soul point. Getting ourselves some vision. But FlyQuest's going to come, but we have the Scuttle Crabs. That gives you vision in that area for a while. Something to have to say. How long does Scuttle Crab give you vision for? Charlie, that seems like something you should know.
Can deny the Dragon Soul and also keep the
Sharpie MS, the Twitch chat.
Those are your 2 big first things
either way,
necessary for hope to stay alive.
I keep track of both. Oh, come on. Let's get this kid. Got to avoid the... Oh, they're... To be fair, but here comes Darkwings. Here we come. Now, we just got to avoid... We got to try and kill them both without losing anyone would be spectacular. There goes Hombach. Oh, we didn't get 3. We wanted to get 3. Oh, we got to kill. We got to turn this around. Darkwings. Where's Rahel? Where's Rahel? Come kill everyone. Rahel, get over here and kill everybody. Rahel, get over here and kill everybody. Rahel, get over here and kill everybody. Rahel, let's go!
Destroyed in the bottom.
Boom!
Right there. Rahel comes
boom!
In, crit on the back line. And that is going to be...
Rahel going to take a turret. Rahel is so fed. Okay, wait. Okay, so for those of you who aren't big League of Legends fan, in the middle bottom of the screen, it shows the gold lead champion by champion in the matchup. Rahel is like on a 4K gold lead at this point.
And Rahel, look at his route. He goes over the wall on the outside.
Rahel just comes and like, okay, you got them all low. Let me kill them all. That is wild. Why did Cryogen come back? Like, Cryogen, you needed to just keep running. Wait, you defeated the Nightbot?
You got like Caitlyn flanking around the
Wait, somehow Jerry managed to disable the filter. Okay, here we go. Let's kill Griffin again. Let's go.
The rest of the team have got to run. They're trying to delay, but the Dragon is up in 9 seconds. Your jungler is dead. The Baron's on the map.
Let's go. Can LeBron carry the Lakers by himself? That would seem... Because when is Austin Reeves supposed to come back?
The fight is already done as soon as that happens, and Rahel now...
All right, we're just going to scoop up a soul, and then they're going to... Are they going to go... They're going to go try and act like they're taking Baron, but Rahel's just going to 1v4 over here. All right, there is the Cloud Soul. Let's go. It would be classic LeBron, though, like when he was on the Cavaliers, where he would just take 4 guys and just 4 bros and LeBron.
Does Caitlyn have an Ornn upgrade?
So, Luka got the horse placenta injection.
Maybe. After the end of this. That's what
yeah, Rahel's 1v4 protecting the Baron was crazy. As we picked up the soul, we went and spent all our money. Okay, now let's see. Here's what we have not been good at as a team. is what we haven't been good at is this. See, this is exactly what we haven't been good at. This is getting picked and not being, when we have a big lead, we haven't been great about just using that big lead to our advantage.
Easily get out of there. That would have been huge if they could have caught the Caitlyn as well. They might have been able to look for a Baron start. But Griffin now in his own jungle has been spotted by Sentinels. Rahel pushing up mid lane onto that.
I ruled. Welcome to the stream. Are we going to get a Sen Otter shirty? Yes, we're actually going to get a hoodie and a jersey.
That far behind in the late game and you're trying to make comeback plays. Commit a lot to one side so you can get your pick. But because of the extra, gold lead that's been built up and the pushing on the map, you're allowed to get
my Discord's popping off. That is the Sentinels game day chat where the staff all reacts to the play in the matches.
The other one was
I have muted it, George.
At like 4K diff. That one also.
What I really wait for is someone to be able to tell me how to change that sound. I would really like to have a different sound on my Discord alerts, but hey.
It's a 3-0 ornament lead for
Man, it's so frustrating too, Cloud Soul. When you're playing against Rise and you're already like, what do we do about this split pusher? Well,
now he runs fast.
He's super
now
fast.
Hombach can run faster. The Cloud Soul makes you move faster on the map and helps your ultimate recharge faster. Ken's second rated with a viewer count of 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
Now you're praying for Elder. Let's be real.
Hey, you know what? That's the way the Sen stream rolls. Is we appreciate all 3-person raids. We are not arrogant.
Doesn't really hurt Hombach, and Hombach is not scared of this Corki whatsoever. FlyQuest looked like a decent start, but at the end of the day, they can't really find anything and do lose the tower.
Yeah, they keep going after Ornn or Rumble after this.
Sen is winning.
After Impact here.
Sen has a 8K gold lead and has Dragon Soul. Sen Rivals does play today. Should be playing pretty soon, actually. Charlie, I have to give us an update. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Just melt there, Ornn. Now let's go take Baron. All right, so now we're going to, hopefully what we're going to do is pretend to take Baron and then kill them when they show up, but we'll see what happens. Or will we just melt the Baron?
There's a bunch of wards from your opponents that are so deep on the map. When you move out onto the map, they have a lot of teleport locations.
I think we're just going to melt the Baron. Here we go. Okay, guys. Now let's have a clean finish. Yeah, we got Cloud Soul. So you can see the soul. It's whatever the last dragon is. So that's the Cloud symbol.
You just can't do it.
So whatever one shows up fourth. Hombach Skarner is goated, but we shouldn't let everyone know that because people are going to start banning it, even though it's not OP. But it is OP when Hombach plays it. I may get another shout out in the post game. I think Hombach's won his last like 4 Skarner games. We beat Cloud9 game 2 last week when he was on Skarner. We beat DSG midweek in the EWC qualifier when he was on Skarner. I think we beat DSG the week before when he was on Skarner.
Definitely so.
Welcome back, Krompa. All right, here we go.
Pretty controlled here.
Oh, the Elder Dragon's not from minute 36. Everyone showed up here. I thought it was time, but no. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Melt that guy. Okay, guys. Now let's keep the clean play going here. Let's not suddenly throw. Because we do tend to get bored. We do tend to get bored. That's the one risk we all have, is that our team just flat out gets bored.
They do not want a 50-50 to decide a game like this. They are just looking.
Rahel 8-0-5. That's pretty crazy. We have 14 kills, and Rahel is 8-0-5. So there's only one kill that took place without Rahel's touch. Here we go. We still got another minute 20 on the Baron buff. So those of you new to the game, the Baron supercharges your minions and your cannons to help it be easier to take out these turrets. And this thing on the left right here, you blow that up, you win the game. But to do that, you got to take out the rows of turrets before you get there. But we're threatening to end the game here. With a minute to go, but we'll probably turn around and go try and take Elder buff and then finish the game. Are we going to try and base and then sprint to Elder? I think. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I guess rapid fire headshot, legit all it takes. As Masu sent back to base.
12K Goldly. Yeah, we went to spend all our gold and we're going to rendezvous with them. Okay, so when you blow up the first round of turrets in the other team's base, then it turns into something called super minions, where you see these minions that look like robots coming down the lane. Who he is the shot caller.
I've been loving our
spiritual leader.
Shot call listen-ins. He had a really good one in the FlyQuest series. That's another bullet into Masu's head. Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. Rahel took 2/3 of his health with one shot.
He's not the president anymore. Too many deaths.
All right, here we go.
Like, you know what?
He's been downgraded.
Can Rahel and Hambach just melt this by themselves while everybody else just keeps them away? This is crazy.
He does. Darkwing's on the side, dueling against Griffin. He's winning that. And
okay, we're just going to take the Elder and not lose anyone.
No one. As it's just a couple members looking for the fight. Now the run war comes
This would be the worst loss of all time from here.
Is just shot out of the air.
This would be the worst loss of all time.
Unstoppable start to finish as Sentinels dominate the first game here against FlyQuest.
Now we're just trolling for stats because the match should be over. But they're just trolling out there for stats right now. That kill is purely for stats. This is crazy talk. What are you all doing over there?
Darkwings can't get there to steal the kill, but the Nexus will fall as it is 19-4 in just under 30 minutes. Sentinels going to be able to close it out and take game one.
Beautiful game.
That was as clean a game as we have played, I have to say. That's not our norm.
Big plays from Huhi, Hambach, and honestly, all of them quite good. It's I guess the hardest part about this game is going to be the discussion over who gets
between Rahel and Hambach.
Hambach, he started the snowball. What do you think, Lounge?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I was going Huhi. I feel like the support.
I think we have like it's between the
Tens didn't want to come back. Well, we'll come back to you, laughing lizard.
I already know the result.
Hey, I like it. Oh, we do.
So we do.
Don't look at the monitor.
I won't look at the monitor.
Don't look at it.
But I'm going to go over the second Drake.
Let's watch this.
I think this was one of
and
the
then we'll
that
come back to chatting about
open.
Valorant.
We had that earlier invade onto Raptors that Griffin got caught out at. But then here, I think this, as you can see, Griffin is already channeling Pantheon ult. This is from Smite.
FlyQuest lost their best player.
They've already procured the second Drake for Sentinels. And this Pantheon comes in very late.
She's trolling that as we were.
Here, which allows for this Bard portal to just go out, and the rest of Sentinels are going to be able to escape very handily. Not only that, but Darkwings is actually going to be able to ult into the mid lane to catch that. And now Sentinels, after
Guppy Cakes
is up clearing, they're going to look for this play on the bot side.
There's that
is
Bard.
The Bard ult coming down here.
Bard ult
you saw
freezing
all the
that poor
going
soul.
Down. And then they just clean up Cryogen first and then get right onto Masu. This is just, I really liked Sentinel's willingness to kind of go all in, especially when Hambach is on this Skarner and he is on a playmaker, because you can see in each of these cases, right, like the Pantheon ult is coming out late, but they're still able to escape anyway via the Bard portal. They had a really good setup on the bot side to further dive onto Masu and Cryogen, and that Bard ult is then their go button.
Hui was everywhere too.
He was. And so there it is. Hui ends up winning player of the game. Hambach getting at least a nod.
Kobe voted for us. Okay.
Yeah, it was Zale to win Hambach. Okay.
I was wondering if it was going to be a casters versus analyst lounge.
We do win that.
Yeah, we do now, yeah.
I really did like the interview that or like the pros episode in which Impact did talk about like how we felt like bot lane generally creates a lot of plans.
Yeah.
And he was like, maybe we shouldn't go for like this draft anymore. Like the idea of going for something that's heavily playmaking mid jungle, because like bot lane will tend to do it. Guess who's the major playmaker, the thinker? It's
See, our Twitch chat's smart.
Yeah, the Twitch chat is on our side.
All of us.
Same side as us.
Same wavelength.
Yeah, I gotta say though, props to Hambach. I think he deserves more than 5.4% right
Oh, that was
there.
kind of
You know,
crazy.
Blabber was walking by and he was like, "How does he keep getting this Skarner, man? Like, why do teams give this to him?"
Why do teams give him the Skarner? Oh no, this might be our last Skarner game for a while.
As week 1 was like, I hope to see Hambach on Skarner. I think it suits his play style really well as a playmaker. He's someone who is really willing to go in, and you can still see that kind of progress that they're trying to make of like Drake focus, right?
Yes.
Like again, this was a huge Drake focus game for them, and it really paid off.
And even earlier before that, like the Raptors contest that they had on top of that, like that really pushed out and killed Griffin, and all of it is supporting Hambach's play, and I think Skarner makes it easy. It's an easy go signal on how to be able to start a fight. So now that they don't have Bard ulti and Skarner ulti, we got to find a little bit more creativity there.
Also, final fact, poor one out for Masu and Quad. They had 0 losses on Cork. Both picked up their first losses on those champions. But make sure that you at home don't miss out on any LCS action when you get your favorite.
Oh, Uber Eats. Don't feed, get fed. Best slogan of all time.
Last week's player of the week.
All right. So I'll answer a bunch of random questions that came through. Somebody asked about Tens. Tens decided he wasn't ready to come back right now for a variety of reasons. So that was, you're not creating drama, Laughing Lizard. I said a long time ago if Tens wanted to come back, he has a guaranteed spot. Nothing changed. He did not want to come back right now. So that's kind of the specific part of that. There was a 2-part question. Come by and ask me anything, and I figured, why the hell not? Could I get some SEN merch? If not, all good, but it would be hella cool. So, Silly L7, here's what's going to happen. We're about to give away a jersey because we just got to 220 subs. Now, Tarek was giving me a hard time on Thursday night because he said I was lowering the bar too much. I said every 10 gifted subs, we give away a jersey. So, now we're going to give away a jersey. I don't know if John's still in the chat. John came by, watched us steamrolling him, then he left. John was upset because the Nightbot was editing him because he posted too many emotes. So we will be giving away a jersey here in a second. Since John came by the stream, we're going to give away a John QT jersey. That's what we're giving away this time. So, here's the question. Here's the trivia question. Everyone be ready. I still owe you a Christmas gift. You asked for my address, and I gave it to you. Laughing Lizard, ping me again right now, so I'll see your note, and I'll follow up. Any leaks I can drop when merch drops we can expect for the rest of the year? Yes. I will say, well, first of all, we just dropped the tracksuit. And then we will be looking at potentially dropping a new jersey for stage 2. That's what we're thinking about doing. We haven't locked it down yet. And then the Charlie Lipsy request, or also requested by Vedius on a podcast, is you may be seeing some Sentinels house shoes soon. Charlie, what were you calling them? You said they weren't slippers. They're flip-flops? Is that what you were saying? So there might be some Sentinels flip-flops and slides. There you go. Charlie's calling them slides. Charlie doesn't answer me when I say, who's got prio each lane? Charlie won't respond. But I say, what kind of shoes are these? Charlie's quick to respond. Slides. So we have some Sentinel slides in the work. I didn't hear you. Sure. Charlie's responding in the group chat, but somehow says he didn't hear me. Allegedly didn't hear me. All right, I got you, Jonas. All right, are we ready? This is a pretty... All right, this is going to be a challenge, but here we go. Got to put your thinking caps on. When John QT joined Sentinels, what was the first opponent he played in any match, in any competition? when he first put on his Sentinels jersey, what was the first team that John QT played against of any team in any jersey? Why are you all saying loud? That's so far off. Come on. Think, people. Think. MXS, Electro James. Wait, this is a sign, by the way, from Electro James. Shows up as his first message. Pops in with the winner. Sam VLR, you were so close. That was kind of crazy because you couldn't have stolen his answer. So you know what? We'll give out 2 jerseys. So Electro James and 5 Amber VLR. Jerry, can you get their info for what size John QT jerseys they would like? And there's a high likelihood that those jerseys I will get John to sign. Yeah, we played in a show match where Ludwig was here in our office with Tarek and me. And Ludwig and I made a cash wager, and we paid the prize money out of our own pockets. That was the very first match John played. We took map 1. We lost in 3, and I had to pay cash money to the Shopify players for their prize money. That was the MXS show match. I think the check is still sitting in our merch closet. The jerseys from Thursday will be shipped out first thing next week. The fulfillment team comes in a couple times a week, so they'll be shipped out first thing next week. Good callback. MXS. The second show match was G2. That was when we made the miracle comeback as Zelsis subbed in for Pancata, who was sick, and Pancata never got his job back. Jordan sniped him that day. Hello, Enzo. Thank you for the Prime sub. So this is what happens on the SEN podcast, the SEN Twitch and Twitter, YouTube streams. We just give stuff away. On who Shristen, I can't pronounce that. Come on. 2057 on the YouTube channel. If you can, Jerry, can you jump onto the Sentinels Twitch on who Shrisnivasan 2057 so that Jerry can hook you up as well? Jerry, there's one more person who won on the YouTube channel as well. So you have to figure out a way to get you connected with him. Or you can go on the YouTube chat and find him. But that was such a clean game there of us just snowballing that game. Now, wait, why are they interviewing? Are they showing us an interview from their jungler who couldn't have played worse? CLG streams, they used to give stuff away. I do. I give stuff away. I give away discounts. And then, so a couple of other things people asked about. Sentinels Rivals is playing any moment. Charlie, when does SEN Rivals start? Charlie, when does SEN Rivals start? Minutes away? Hours away? 20 minutes away? So SEN Rivals is playing a playoff match. Are we playing 100 Thieves again? Is that who we're playing? We are playing in the playoffs more like an hour, so therefore we can just roll into the SEN Rivals when the League of Legends match is over. If it's map 2, game 1. Oh, EU ran late. Oh, okay. So you know what? There's a chance that we'll just roll over into SEN Rivals when this is over. SEN Otters, you know, we this year really focused on building the League of Legends team and building the brand. It takes a lot of work goes into that. And so trying to build a Game Changers team from scratch was definitely not something we had the bandwidth for. So Blue Otters reached out about a collab and us providing some amount of assistance, doing a merch collab. And so that's where that came from, and a way for us to support the scene. So yeah, SEN Rivals is in playoffs of the preseason tournament. And so we are in the lower bracket. We won yesterday in an elimination match, and today we go back against 100 Thieves. We had a chance on Easter Sunday to knock 100 Thieves out of the playoffs, but we failed to do it. So we meet them now. We wanted to do it ourselves. Christopher Hirsch. Beginning of this game, LCS channel, you said SEN would wipe the floor and you put all the SEN players in your fantasy lineup. That's a pretty good call so far. So hopefully we keep it going. Oh, I can turn the sound back on.
Or the second spawn of
so let's see. Hopefully we get a Rahel Kaisa game. So, oh, that's what I was saying. So what they're doing in League of Legends is the qualifier for the Esports World Cup is taking place midweek. It started on Tuesday of this past week. We beat DSG on Wednesday. It's double elimination, all 8 teams, double elimination. The winner goes to EWC plus the winner of Spring Split. If it's the same team and whoever comes in second in the qualifier also goes. And so we beat DSG, who we've now played 4 times. So you know who we play this coming Tuesday, because it will also be the 4th time. Yes, we will be playing Cloud9 again. So we will be playing Cloud9 one more time on Tuesday. Are we the second game? Someone's going to have to fact check me on that. So we are streaming all of the EWC matches on our YouTube channel. So there are no casters yet. I think there's casters for the last 2 rounds. And then the grand final is in a week from Thursday. So like whatever that is, 10 days, 12 days from now. That is when the grand finals are, where the winner gets a bid to the EWC. But if you want to watch any of the matches, we are streaming them on our YouTube channel, but there are no casters. So, but when Sentinels play, I do jump on and just blabber and say uninformed stuff, where if you understand League, you'll be like, Rob does not know what he's talking about. All right, so this is another... Hombach's just scrolling all the champions he plays. Now he didn't play great on Mundo, so I'm not expecting a Mundo here. Whoa! Oh no! All right, he was just trolling. All right, we're gonna get an Ashe Seraphine bot lane. Okay. He's been very good when they played this, so there you go. There's our Ashe Seraphine bot lane.
Said they are going to select the Seraphine here. So I would not be surprised at all.
You know what? The good news if we lose is in game 3, maybe we'll have a Rahel Kaisa game.
I always find that interesting. You know, what do you think would be the thought process here for Hombach as far as like the matchup he would prefer? You know, if they are in fact going to give.
If they did Xin, I would go Trundle into it, because Trundle is very good 1v1 into Xin and could perform really well for team fights with Ashe Seraphine.
I don't know that I've ever seen Hombach play Trundle, so that will be an interesting combination.
Champion is really good in dueling, especially a Xin that can't really get away from you. That would be my thought process, at least, if they did you know, go for it.
I kind of like this because this is flexible, right? So
if we win champs,
really just
would we bring back a Fortnite team?
That might mean that the you know, Xin is going to go.
We actually were looking at a potential. We are highly likely. Here you go. Here's your leak for the day. Highly likely to get back into Apex soon. There might be an announcement next week.
I feel like whether that's Wukong or Xin or whoever, I do think that's something.
Yes, we do always kind of look at Fortnite. There's the possibility we could get back in.
In case the Ambessa is top,
if we get win champs, we go ball and we launch a Counter-Strike team. What percentage of our fans do you think want a Counter-Strike team? Jerry, what do you think? What percentage of SEN fans want Counter-Strike?
Of course, you know, some people.
Oh, you want me to get my head shaved on the stage?
You know what? It's fine.
You think it's 50%? 80%. George Geddes with the top number. Classic Renekton and Bessa combo here. I have said consistently, if we make Worlds in League of Legends or we won champs in Valorant, we would launch a Counter-Strike team for 27.
And then you double protection ban here. You know, other answers are like Jax and stuff like that.
Even but I quite like
we win champs, I shave Jerry's head on stage in the celebration.
Yeah. My only danger, like, I still.
By the way, Laughing Lizard, there's definitely, if you go bald and videotape it for champs, I will definitely send you a merch package.
Team counter, but it's it definitely is another viable good.
Send Barber Clippers.
And Renekton, you're talking
We're
about
gonna start with the
Bruisers
slides.
Seraphine serves that. Doesn't have to just be the jungler. Top laner as well here too. So the Annie, they don't want the explosive engage to really set up. You know, Annie and Ambessa is very, very dangerous as far as the super quick engage.
All right, so can I repeat what I said?
Getting blasted super early on, and that's definitely
I said if you shave your head when we win, I'll send you some merch.
The best engagers from top lane.
Send Minecraft.
Lauren's already gone, right? So you're thinking about these kind of picks that are going to give you some sort of snap engage. Because right now, FlyQuest doesn't really.
We're all waiting
sure, you can start a fight
for
with
what
execution,
will
but
Hambach be
setup, you're not even
playing.
guaranteed to hit that, and it's not that reliable.
So
Also,
I guess they're gonna take their mid laner. What do we think? They're gonna take their mid laner or their jungler first? I mean, what do you think we're gonna take? I forgot with the whole crazy red-blue switch. Are we really going Sejuani?
And so Annie is
Jerwin has arrived on Thursday, and it will be playing tomorrow.
Put time in on.
Sejuani,
Really
interesting.
TP, you know, 5-on-5 being set up here for Sentinels. They get their Sejuani and Renekton synergy. Ain't no way you're playing a best of top into Renekton and a Sejuani. Like, that is crazy. You lose the 2v2 also, no matter what.
They're saying they're going to have to flex their Ambessa.
So, I'm going to say that is 100% now a Griffin Ambessa.
They're going to put their Ambessa jungle and play Jace top.
Okay.
Jace is one of those champions that just can go sideways fast or take over a game. We're hoping it's the go sideways fast.
Oh man, it can get painful. You have to be really, really protective of your
That's the
flag.
dream.
The
dream is go sideways fast.
Really
Thank you, Jerry.
Think of a fifth pick from FlyQuest that will make me like their draft.
New year with new Sen and same 100T. I don't know. They beat us last time. It would be history tomorrow if they beat us. It's 5 years since they beat us twice in a row. The first 2 times Sen and 100 Thieves ever played, 100 Thieves won them both. And then after that, it's been total domination. So if they won 2 in a row, that would be painful.
Tools there, and Mel is going to be the answer into the Aurora.
Oh, so we went Mel.
FlyQuest basically have no way to start a fight besides just kind of running at you. It's got to be poke and maybe like an Aurora flank, but they're just so light on engage, and I don't even necessarily think they're guaranteed to win in the side lanes.
Azael's not. Azael likes our draft. Just saying.
And Ashe plus the Seraphine are really powerful 2v2 as well. Of course, that bot lane can go either way.
Jonah T15 and Dapster Bob and Brutal Bighorn, welcome to the stream.
Honestly,
Oh, hello Enzo. I did shout you out when you subscribed with your Prime sub.
Just regardless, but especially with these actual players.
Word on the street is our draft is easier to execute. That's what both Azael and George Geddes agree. And Cyancraft. Charlie says they have no way to start a fight. We can just run away. We don't want to fight. Was like, nah. Champs 22 LCQ, Shroud Zelsis roster. That's a classic. Wait, Jonah T15, subscribe with Prime. Welcome.
To have a lot of faith in it, and so Quad.
By the way, Jerwin played against 100 Thieves in the infamous Trust in Plug victory over 100 Thieves. Jerwin was top fragging on that match. All right, what are the chances we have a clean 2-0? Low, but it would be fun.
I do worry that it could just be a very
Cyancraft, I said your name right?
Sentinels,
it's rare.
They've got a lot of power in the early game. They've got great
How confident are we for
scaling,
tomorrow?
so
Not confident. Not confident.
Don't even have to be
I'm not sure what I'm more confident in. Going 2-0 or winning tomorrow.
Look to start a fight in that way.
Equally
So
concerned about both.
As well as Masu and Cryogen to try to create some isolated advantages and to try to avoid
Laughing Lizard is
ganks
feeling
that Hambach
confident.
will be
Okay.
looking for, 'cause he was fantastic finding those in the Skarner game 1.
I will say though, you know, the Ezreal Karma.
Jonah T predicting the 2-0. Love it.
Have some advantage here into the Ashe Seraphine.
At least we don't play Man City on the road.
You know, we had Karma nerfs of. First one was.
All right, come on, let's get this.
The shield,
let's just get a clean 2-0.
You know, much more relevant for later on.
Let's keep that momentum from our midweek victory in the Champions League.
And the growth.
That's basically Sentinels League of Legends. It's now like a Premier League team where you're playing LCS on the weekend and you're playing EWC midweek.
Damage ends up adding up from all the trading, but they should still be able to accomplish the same goal.
We beat them twice in the SEN Classic.
Get the push. You know, try and have.
But we also crushed Fury in the SEN Classic. Those other teams somehow got a SEN Classic buff, and we didn't.
A really strong lane, but we know it's literally hit or miss, right? You know, you hit all your skill shots, and you are looking powerful. You miss a few in a row, and the trades start to go bad, and you can get punished so heavily, you know, on a bad trade from Ashe and Seraphine because their chase down is so powerful, right? The amount of slows they have can be very difficult to deal with. Masu and Cryogen definitely started the split very hot. You know, were incredible, I felt like, against TL last week.
SEN Classic buff, and RG did have the SEN Classic buff as well. And Fury got it this year.
Even though they won the series pretty hard. And then here, you know, we come into that last game, and of course it was, you know, not just an isolated 2v2 thing. It was
a lot of people saying our draft is easy to execute. You're all making me very nervous.
Compared to where Rahel and Huhi were.
Rahel, Huhi having a pretty good series for themselves so far, similar for Hanbok. And both junglers are progressing towards the bottom side. Top-down clears again, second game in a row, same thing. Heal does go out here. So we have both heals and an extra summoner spell for Rahel with the barrier being blown. 2-for-1 bonus trade here for FlyQuest. So everything going according to plan. Karma with the -2 AD doesn't really care, seems like. Again, if you miss your skill shots, then you're going to want that 2 extra AD for make up with auto attacks, but they don't really care. They're still accomplishing their goals here. Push in, force the recall, and it's a pretty heavy CS deficit.
Dark Wings, you're going to ping this poor kid and stop his recall? They didn't show it.
You know, make up some of the deficit, but no barrier as well if they do get some jungle action.
All right, here comes. Oh, the guy already based.
Cruise, though, you know, went back for the top side crab to be able to trade with Griffin. Takes him a bit of extra time, and still going to be able to get off on a pretty easy recall here.
If SEN wins stage 1,
the flash there from Rahel.
Uh-oh.
They're going to flash in for the tether. It's going to land onto Huhi. Don't think they'll have the damage to kill. But Rahel and Huhi going to be sent back to base again, and Masu still hasn't even based yet. The bot lane going amazing for FlyQuest in the 2v2. But I wanted to take a moment to talk about Impact, who is holding up well so far on that top side in the top lane. Has been having a pretty darn rough split. You know, this is his laning
goal
stats,
at 14, minus 700. That's rough.
He got kind of blasted in a couple of his series, but he was going up against Castle and Thanatos, 2 of the best laners in the league. And he did well in game 1 in the Rumble, created a nice little gold advantage for himself.
We won't have an Academy roster until everything gets sorted out for next year as to how exactly Academy teams would work and exactly how the new circuit is done. So that's when we would reassess.
That really super solid top lane.
There's no question the new circuit will be good for, I think, good for viewership in the game long term. Certainly be a little different for the partner teams, having to work harder for your space. Energy has an Academy team. That doesn't mean that it's a good plan for them, but they do have one. I'm saying until we see how next year is set up for Academy teams, that's when we would make a decision.
CS deficits and stuff, but some of the things were like lazy recalls or getting outplayed. And
all right, Hanbok, come on, let's go!
Regret that Hanbok was waiting for him. Easy bait there by Impact. Gets the first blood for Hanbok.
He's looking good. Old man out here knows how to call jungle at a good time.
Help.
Honestly, though, you're always expecting Sejuani, Renekton synergy whenever these two are on the same team.
D-Jerk Erston.
I mean, that is a very
it's the first time German playing and on stage, so this week, hopefully we'll get through some of the bumps.
Instantly gets the kill for the top lane. They don't have to use flashes, but Gakkos doesn't.
Hopefully get a steamroll going. But yeah, they were talking cupcakes. They were talking about how young they were and how old we are. Well, guess what? So far, the Unks are winning.
Nice acting there.
Golden Glue is the most. He has the most fun in the coaching room.
There's a cleanse on Ezreal, so he's looking.
I don't watch Valorant. That's Tarek's job. I don't want, I don't want Tarek to be upset that I'm trying to steal his fans. Even though we're going head to head right now. By the way, what happened in what is happening in VCT today?
And they didn't have eyes on Griffin for a long time.
Yeah, keeping Jace behind is huge. Like, that is the most important thing, is keeping the Jace behind.
It's not bad, right? Like, if you're actually...
Lev versus G2, G2 is destroying him last thing you checked.
Behind, then you might be destroyed in the 3v3. So,
and so keeping the Jace down is a huge part of stopping their comp, because the Jace can just start putting out a lot of power.
A bit hesitant. And so Masu and Cryogen will continue to enjoy their freedom on that bot side and keep that pressure going up. 22 CS now.
So they have a huge lead in bot lane, but they didn't take the Drake for some reason.
Yeah, they still have the flash advantage down there. Rahel's barrier has come back off cooldown from the
interesting
early usage,
but decision by
very
them.
Nice, healthy advantage.
Normally the team with the bot priority will usually turn that into just cruising in to the Drake, especially when you're on red side.
Interesting show here from Griffin.
Red side with push, it kind of makes it impossible for the blue team to defend if you're bot lane.
Quickly, all you need is the early cross.
Just push to your turret, but hey.
He immediately annihilates it.
We do try and keep training the players and giving them feedback when something like this happens, and just trying, like, I think Ethan's tweet was a really good one.
He started walking from bot lane,
you know, basically saying you have a career based on your reputation, and
Griffin kills it off, no problem. Had mid prio.
It is something that I'm sure in the middle of a stream at times people kind of forget that there's a giant microphone, and whatever you say, doesn't matter if there are 3 people watching your stream, whatever you say can get you in trouble. So
helping out with the push here to get the early move for Darkwings in mid lane.
That's what we'll figure out, I think, relative to CS if we get into it, of where the team would be based. It would be awesome to have an NA team. But a lot of that will depend on player pool and player availability as we're getting ready to start, and then figuring out how we want to ramp up. NA CS is dead, but does it need to be?
You have to be very, very careful about the engage from Sentinels and handling this moment in time for FlyQuest. How they handle this is going to be critical. So if they are going to pull the dragon.
The early dominance popped here from Impact. We'll get him a pretty nice trade onto Gakos, but of course, now you're going to have to be worried about a potential dive. Griffin's on the other side, though, doing the dragon.
Yeah, and with the trade for these grubs,
Hombach
looks like it's just going to be the 2.
Taking 2, leaving 1, so he can get moving.
To the other side immediately after, and teleport return for Gakos.
I do think Arsenal is going to lose, but this would be Arsenal really changing their last 20-year trajectory. So George Geddes in the chat is a huge Arsenal fan, and he's probably not going to sleep well tonight.
He knew he was going to be in the area, and now Quad going to go between worlds here, trying to get the damage down onto Darkwings. Definitely will not be able to finish him off, but the weirding does connect, and he gets a good trade.
This is a dead even game.
That ward over the back of the Dragon Pit. I think it was Cryogen himself that put it, that we saw him when he was clearing out enemy vision in Dragon Pit, and then he put that one too.
Senval versus Sen League, and oh no!
The final auto goes across the veil and dodges out from the glacial prison. Quad in his career first game on the Aurora gets a solo on Darkwing.
Lead right there. Gets the summoner spell as well.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. There's a lot of people here. Wait a second. Come on, Hombach. There's Hombach out. Wait, get here, Hooey. Get here, Hooey. Get here, Hooey. Oh, all right. Did we blow both their flashes? Yes. We didn't kill either of them, but we blew both their flashes. That was big.
Oh man, explosive mid game here. FlyQuest making good defensive plays and offensive plays in quick succession.
I'm not gonna say that's a good defensive play when they both were just
gold lead,
trolling around and got their flashes
they can keep
taken.
This one up. Again, Sentinels comp is really
Electro James, I really hope we are there to say hi to you. That would be a miracle run. We would need to go on starting tomorrow.
He hits the pullback after the flash.
And then, Hombach.
And then he still had the pullback damage
Hombach aimed a little left, thinking, probably trying to anticipate where he would go, and he missed the stun there.
And Hombach ultimate there. You know, Sejuani ult at the end was used also to try and punish, but couldn't quite do it.
Wait a second.
They saw that going through mid lane through the
How
top
can
lane.
he not respond to that?
Griffin is up here, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get out.
Wait a second. What is happening? What are we even doing here? What are we doing? Get here. Get here, Hambach. Get here, Hambach. Oh, no. I don't really know why we decided to opt into a...
But damn, that's frustrating for Impact. I thought he was going to have Gakgos in that 1v2.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I always root against Arsenal. I am against Arsenal 100% of the time. I root for Liverpool, but if it's not Liverpool, then I just go for an Arsenal hate watch. So I'm all in for Man City for the rest of the year.
Even with Hambach coming up there, so another kill for FlyQuest. They're building on this lead. I mean, this is good for fans that do want the third game here. FlyQuest looking
that was kind of rough there. We've kind of opted into, again, we opted into a fight there that we lost. Oh, Darkwing's kind of getting pounded right now.
It's another.
Oh,
no.
Call
it a solo because he got a shield, but basically it was as he just gets out. The reflect from Darkwing's on an early trade, and he knows, you know what, I can just send it. Even if I don't kill you here, you're going to be so low that you have to base.
Yep, nicely done from Quad.
This last 2 minutes did not go well for us. Darkwing's basically getting soloed twice, and then Impact and Hambach not coordinated enough, so Impact took too much damage before Hambach got here.
Not one, but I mean, we've got to give him something, right?
1.8.
1.8.
Their Ezreal has 1,000 gold lead over our Ashe. That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
like 3% maybe. You know?
Yeah, Karma, Ezreal, they have good push early. You gotta hope for the late game where Seraphine can and Ashe can come online.
Beautiful shield.
But yeah,
gorgeous
this is not going well so far.
That's with the nerfs to the Karma.
We're just trying to get a game 3 so Rahel can play Kai'Sa.
Yeah, even with the AD nerf for Karma, still able to.
If I had to choose between a G2 win or an Arsenal win, you mean a G2 International and an Arsenal Premier League? I would have to accept an Arsenal Premier League before a G2 International.
2.4k gold lead here for FlyQuest. Hasn't been that many kills, but it's a bigger gold lead for Masu with no kills than it is for the 2 pretty much solo kills there for Quad, because they have been hammering.
Like the fact that now Evil Geniuses, NRG, Sentinels,
solo kill this guy too.
all have internationals.
Do it again.
And
like,
G2 does not. Makes it even
Let
funnier.
me try my hand at it. I got a Trinity Force. See if I can land some poke on this guy.
Yeah.
How long on his flash? Let me see. I want to do it too.
Yeah,
all right.
He needs a rocket belt of his own. You know, get in there. Maybe that's the key.
Yeah, get it.
All right.
Get in there. Maybe.
They're just gonna grab the Ocean Drake here.
Yeah. But he needs one these days.
Yeah, this game has just not gone our way so far. Every one of those times where we were really close to trying to get a kill or avoiding a kill, they've always, every time it's gone their way.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to, we need something to go our way.
Are we convinced? Because we're like, oh, FlyQuest, they got to get some, good early
Another
leads.
Cloud Soul.
The Sentinels team fighting, the synergy between these champs is going to be really annoying when they group up. When they get their full 5-on-5 front to back. Currently, I am actually convinced. I think that FlyQuest have done enough so far to get a really good early lead onto Aurora. Burst damage is critical. You want to be able to burst down Ashe or Seraphine. If you can take those out early on in the fight, you take so much, of the synergy down. And that with Ambessa also getting a kill, those are 2 really big weapons. To kill them, so this makes it a very exciting game for me, because it's not just going to be
an exciting game for him.
This Sentinels team, like,
for those of you who don't know, the Ashe shoots out a hawk shot and gives you vision as it flies across the rift.
Their early lead on some of these carry champs.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, they set themselves up in a good position here, but we have to remember. It was who we got to hear the listen in on.
Yeah. Are we just going to come over here and scoop the Rift Herald? Or are they going to get here? Come on, we got to burn it. Just burn the Rift Herald. Quickly, you got to burn it down. Oh, all right. Okay, here we go. Here comes the fight. Now, can we win the fight? Can we win this fight? Come on, Impact. Come on, Impact. Kill somebody. Yes. Okay. Okay. Wait a second.
The poke landing
Oh no,
here
they're
from
gonna get those
FlyQuest,
honey
but they
fruit.
can't lock
All right,
down any
we're gonna
more
get out of here.
members to
Nope,
get some
who's
more
coming
kills.
back?
Yeah, you can kind of see it already. So part
Wait
one
a
was with
second.
FlyQuest, though.
Darkwings, get over there! Help him! Darkwings, get over there! Help him!
Goes across
Oh.
the veil, kiting back,
Wait a
Gecko
second. This
survives.
fight they
Who
thought was
here to
over.
try to
It was
shield up
not
and protect
over.
The team. Sentinels, at the end of the day, kind of coming out on top as far as the
We got the
health is
Rift
concerned.
Herald and
the
a kill.
Herald wins the Sentinels as well.
Yeah, getting the objective here. That's going to be some, guaranteed turret plate money for them later somewhere. But they do exactly, FlyQuest are going to assassinate Rahel. Eyeballs on Rahel here. This Ashe in the middle is trying to volley. Boom. Griffin goes in on him. Aurora goes in on him. They get the burst damage. So they do take out one of the squishies. It's the exit afterwards. You still see the power of the Seraphine here. Hui able to follow up there. Got a good ultimate through on them. And then they heal and shield.
Not bad. They use TP too.
Exactly. They used TP and got the Herald and get the 1-for-1 still. And it's still pretty early on in the game.
We have no way. Oh, we're gonna take and put the Rift Herald here. I like it. I like it. I like it.
But he's just gonna run for the hills. Pops the Ghost Blade as the TP's coming in from Impact.
All right.
They are gonna lose this tower. It should be first tower there for Sentinels.
Yes.
Unless Quad is about to kill the top lane one, but that's
there is an
nice little
IGL.
injection of gold.
Interesting that they're going to give up 2 lanes to do this.
It tends to be more team focused, but he definitely is the overall shot caller. They call him the shot caller instead of the IGL.
Lane, I'd say,
but yes.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait.
Quad is quite dangerous, so Impact, even if he had stayed up there, wouldn't be able to save that tower or anything.
So he's as much of a in-game leader and a spiritual leader at the same time.
Could have watched it happen in person. Be the
tries to keep the team vibes up.
Reporter.
Yeah.
But
dangerous job.
Instead, though, now you're at a TP deficit.
Darkwings is a good name.
Darkwings, on the other hand, has his TP back now, so they can have the Mel instead. Kind of.
All right, we're down 2,500 gold, but it's stabilized. So
teleport assistance.
Yep, so he's going to be able to try to answer.
Now, the Ezreal does have a pretty big lead here.
Continue stacking dragons.
Let's be
clear. As long as they're in control of the dragons, they are going to be able to make Sentinels come to them. And that is where, the lack of engage is not really going to matter if they force their way in. But remember, the LCS Spring Finals are going to be taking place in Mullet Arena at ASU from June 13th to 14th. The tickets are available now. There's the QR code right on your screen. Scan it up, grab your tickets, and we will see you there. Spoilers, we're going to be there.
Spoiler alert.
Azael going to be there in person live reporting?
Yep.
All right, so.
Be front row cheering you on.
I do, yeah. That's going to be me. All right. Honestly, with Dragon only 18 seconds away, I thought the investment would be a little bit heavier here in trying to get the vision or the priority down.
Are we just going to let them have this? We might.
Have full control.
We might just decide that right now we don't want to risk losing this fight.
You know what? Let's just
so
save
instead,
most of these resources.
Wait,
well,
instead, maybe we'll just try and pick somebody off mid lane.
Interesting bot side flank from Impact too. Renekton walking up, just to watch here as well.
Okay, wait a second. Hambach is here. Wait a second. Hambach's got position here. Wait, can Hambach get in here to steal? Oh no! Whoa! What just happened?
Not gonna be able to find too much, though.
I'm pretty sure that the Drake got down to 1 before it got taken there. Am I wrong?
With the Ashe falling, the Seraphine
falling, they're going to be right on the Baron. They're going to be right on the Baron.
Pinging over there. Are they going to try to do it on spawn?
Okay, if they try and do it on spawn.
Awkward contest I've seen in a long time. Sentinels were late to it.
Okay, but
then they have the
I'm pretty sure
that
the
middle there,
whoever smited early and it got down to 1.
They are starting that Baron. They're going to try.
Okay, Hambach is here. They might just try and turn on Hambach to kill him and then take the Baron.
Both the soul laners are not moving, so they're just going to have to give this up. We'll
see
if
Hambach is just kind of goofing with them.
Darkwings has now moved over. Hui is coming now, but it's down to 4K.
It's down to 4,000. Impact's not here, so I don't really know what we plan on doing.
Hambach just cannot get in. The Encore is going to whiff. The Baron is going to be secured.
I don't really know what we're doing. Because why isn't Impact TPing over here? It's too late. He's going to try and take that turret, which is the thing.
They do get a bounty on the bot side with that tier 2 tower being taken there by Impact. to get some gold back.
Yeah, no, there's no question that Baron has been nerfed versus where it was last year.
Griffin for
like
continually
Double Lift was Tarek and I did a stream with Double Lift on opening weekend, and he definitely said Dragon Soul is now much more important than Baron.
Yep, for now, getting back. He did spend his flash. He has the dominance in a couple seconds. Should not die.
Wait a second.
Covering quad.
Wait a second. Rahel, come on. You got to kill this kid. Yes. All right. Okay. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let's go. Hey, here's a Baron. We suckered them with that Baron. Wait, that Baron. Look at their Baron power play. Minus 2,000.
Send all 5 people. Our greatest strength is the synergy with full 5.
Somehow, since they took the Baron,
take losses from the Baron empowered sieges of
they've lost 1,200 since they took the Baron.
That is going to give you a lot back.
The other key thing for those of you who aren't hardcore League of Legends fans, so everybody who's alive when you kill the Baron gets a buff, and then when you die, that buff goes away. So they only have 1 or 2 buffs left. So it also makes it harder for them to push, because they can only push in one lane if you don't have multiple Baron buffs.
If they're here on time and they set up their battle lines for the Dragon Soul fight, it's going to look real good.
That was super well coordinated there.
Does go in again on one of the squishies, but all of Sentinels arrive here. The teleports come in, and everybody's able to complete the extra kill plus the tower after. So
Sleeping Snipes, we won game 1 very clean. We kind of just rolled them, and now this game is very close. We were behind, but now we just won a big fight, and now it's really close. But they are 1 dragon away from the Dragon Soul.
The Baron power play negative 1,500, and is now even worse, hovering around that 2K advantage for Fly. But at 22 minutes, that's not really that big of a deal. We were at a bigger gold lead like 15 minutes ago.
And especially,
it is Cloud Soul again.
The Dragon for the Dragon Soul here, 1.5 minutes. You're already thinking about the setup over there, and now it's, almost even 3 items for Darkwings.
Yeah, this Baron was not good for them. The bully.
So
welcome, first message. Welcome to the chat.
Plenty of fighting capabilities here. You group up. You've got Sejuani ult, Ashe Arrow, Seraphine ult. It's definitely going to take some good positioning.
So this is the spring split regular season, and then midweek there's a tournament going on for the Esports World Cup qualifier.
You try and go for your poke. The engage is just
so Tuesday we will play Cloud9 in the qualifier. I do play some League of Legends. I'm like a Maokai one-trick playing top lane.
Make it difficult. Try to soften up Hombach and Impact.
The bully.
They're going to be the ones walking in first, with the rest of the team behind them. And if you can get them low enough on the entrance that, hey, maybe you can dissuade them for looking for that engage. But it's like you said, they are quite strong. Darkwings for sure is going to have gold.
SEN versus 100 Thieves, Marvel Rivals. We're going to be back.
Not at this point. Is not going to complete that shadow.
We play 100 Thieves and Marvel Rivals today, and then Valorant tomorrow. Who will either team get the sweep?
Sending all 5, of course, for this fight that they know may decide if
Sentinels wins
this fight. They're going to be in a
14 seconds for the Dragon Soul.
Looking on the side here. A little bit of poke coming out there from Darkwings as Masu is trying to fight and get this damage down on the Hombach, who's just sidestepping everything.
Hombach staying healthy.
They've got a good setup this time around.
Staying healthy.
Good front line here, pushing bot wave. Griffin going to start some damage on this Dragon, though.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a single miss.
Wait a second. Wait a second. All right, here we go. It's just going to be a flip. It's just going to be a 50-50 coin flip here. Here we go. Blue team has taken the Dragon.
Masu is put low. FlyQuest can't win the fight, and Hombach takes the
The bully, welcome to the stream.
Afterwards too, they're like, that's all we needed. We just needed to deny this soul. Now we can regroup, set up again for our fight. We already invested our Sejuani.
That was a huge take there.
No need to
because we narrowed the lead, but that soul would have given them the lead back. Now we've got some time here to win a team fight.
Straight up pretty even.
So what happens with Griffin here?
Not like you got a lot of burst on Sejuani.
Look at Golden Glow.
Right there. Good clean smiting.
I mean, they both
Chat, does Mel scale? This is a question. Someone has to answer.
So
that is a good question.
They both press smite, And Hambach, I guess, pressed it second. He does end up getting it. Serpent's Fang completed now for Griffin. Also got to say, I mean, Flycraft just couldn't hit any poke as they were walking
and
in.
Seraphine
Masu
scales,
missed about
I'm
10
told.
missing shots in a row. Didn't feel like Gakkos was able to hit any shock blasts. Quad was kind of zoned out by impact the whole time. So Sentinels handled it really, really nicely.
Yeah, and then if you do, it's like, oh, Mel probably has
King Bad Banana on the stream. Giving a shout out to Sen on the main stream.
You got to get real creative in how you approach these fights, and maybe FlyQuest can.
You're saying Mel will get to the point where they can one-shot the other team? That would be good.
Where they had their front line kind of
but the great thing is, this was the lead they had 10 minutes ago. So the longer the game goes, that lead becomes less and less valuable.
But I don't necessarily think we're going to see more fights where either Ash or Seraphine does get blown up. We've seen a few of those this game. You know, Quad had good burst damage early, and Griffin had some good ults onto them. But it gets more and more difficult to pull that off later into the game with the battle lines pretty easily set up, and then the protection here for Sentinels. So Sentinels stabilizing in this game and really threatening the 2-0, I think, even though they're still down in gold,
Okins.
And they're still significantly down in Dragons.
You know, certainly as we got into a league with a brand new team that you're building from scratch, our hope was by the end of the year to be a top 3 team. And in the kickoff tournament, we came in 3rd. So certainly off to a good start. And Golden Glue has shown an ability to really build his teams over the course of a year. So definitely still erratic because it's team learning to play with together, but it's been great so far. And it's definitely a fun team to watch. They definitely make it interesting.
Some poke lands now.
Jace's bot lane. So
all right, let's listen to the casters because we have a big fight about that.
Do we send someone to respond as Quad taking a little bit of poke? Now, Gakkos is going to be the one calling off. He will be looking for the base as Quad trying to get around on the side. The Reflect going to be used here by Darkwing, so he will be much more vulnerable now, and FlyQuest do get some control here around that topside Baron.
All right. Retaining mid-wave control, retaining vision control over Baron.
Yeah, Blue Water reached out to us, and we were looking for a way to support the scene, so it felt like a good
and the
opportunity.
rest of the team doesn't get caught. That was a little dangerous period there where they're like, okay, Impact, got to go take care of the wave on bottom side, and the rest of the team has to play a little defensively and deny the engage again.
Did you like the call from Gakkos to base there? I kind of feel like he should have just pushed the tier 2. You know, you already saw all 5 members from Sentinels. No one's responding to him. You're struggling to actually make anything happen in these like 5v5 standoffs. So I feel like if he was able to force someone to respond, then you can maybe group and try to make a play on the other side. But just wanted to base.
Yeah, maybe they need to invest in a little bit more like a warding pattern that would see the arrow come down. Maybe he's worried about like, oh, if I get hit by an arrow, then Impact can kill me. And then like the rest of the team still couldn't like rush Baron.
Yeah.
But that's pretty hard to do too. So
it is.
Honestly, FlyQuest, it is difficult at this point because you have so many things to work around.
Well, 1 minute till another Dragon Soul fight.
They did get the Serelda's Grudge just completed now for Gakkos. So maybe that will make the poke more substantial and the slow can help out.
And Gakkos just completed an important item.
Which is going to make it that much more difficult to knock him down. Poke is going to matter a lot less. And obviously does have that Seraphine there to protect him. This time Masu landing a lot of poke there onto Hambach. Gets a good amount of damage out onto him. Nice sidestep there, but actually he's back into the root. Thankfully, he will be staying pretty healthy, and it's Aurora pushing topside, trying to force a response.
And look at the wards.
No one's going to respond. You push. We're going to just take the Drake, so that's fine. You take your
Aurora. One behind Raptors,
you
one
take
behind
your
their
turret.
own
Are we
jungle.
really going to
He's going for the Gromp ward.
Base?
Yep, he's going in very far behind them, and he hasn't been spotted just yet. Hambach getting low. Impact arrives with the TP shield.
There he goes. We hit him with the arrow. We saw him.
He does get into the Zonias.
Oh, no, he lived.
Look at the damage coming in on Quad. He is set right.
Damn it, he lived. Oh, no. Oh, no. He managed to live there.
And no matter how resilient they were, Sentinels cannot get it across the finish line in this one. They made FlyQuest work for it, but that flank from Quad is going to seal the deal.
What do you mean that flank for Quad?
Ooh, they destroyed it right there. FlyQuest going to grab a win, push us to another one.
They're going to push on the base here. It's just up to these two members. Can they cut the wave? Hambach is not that tanky in the middle of 5. FlyQuest knocked down the first Nexus Tower, knocked down
we
the
woo
second,
just one.
and will push
We
us
just were
to a
one snipe away from killing Quad. And once we didn't
Sentinels.
kill Quad, we were kind of
are
done.
in for a treat.
Woo! Quad?
I am a big fantasy football player. Got to figure out a way to get into the League of Legends fantasy as well. So TTK Grizzly came just back in time for Game 3. Game 3. Oh, it's 11-11 Map 2 for Lev G2. Wow. So, yeah, I wasn't that excited about Hambach on Sejuani. I love Hambach on Skarner. I love him on Nocturne. Any champion that is more the one out there trying to kill people versus Sejuani, I don't know. Seems less consistent with his personality. So hopefully we get a Rahel Kaisa game. That's my dream here. Yeah, we had a couple near misses in the early game, and then we had that one near miss right there where we were so close to just bursting Quad down, and he got his Zonias that make him immune just in time before we blew him up. You misspelled how? That seems like a hard word to misspell, but hey. But for the content, but yeah, the bot lane there definitely went their way. Masu just kind of took over from the beginning. It was like the opposite of the first game, where this one, their bot lane just kind of took the game over and just kind of snowballed that lead. All right, I need to run to the kitchen and get a Red Bull. So while I'm away, you know what I'm going to do? Entertain you with some ads. Because otherwise, what are you going to do with yourselves? All right. I'm got.
You guys don't have that like that anymore?
No, that was Freak's thing. That was Freak's thing with the sale, yeah. I'm actually growing mine out so I can differentiate.
Oh my God!
That's 60.
Cheers.
Okay. I mean, the solo kills were cool, man. And when you're talking about just like style points, I think Quad can win it. But team
You got the Sen mouse.
Griffin,
Shout out to Masu. I do think he had a really good Israel.
Well, I'm just gonna double down on.
That's the way to go.
Because like not only did he do Azael wrong, you did the fans wrong. Can you apologize to all of them?
Solo cam on me.
Now.
I'm sorry, fans. I'm sorry for letting you down. I'm sorry for letting my bald brother Azael down. And Quad, I'm sorry for letting you
what
down.
time do the Lakers
I don't
start?
think that you care what
Lakers
I think
start
about
at
you.
5:30. All right, perfect. We play, then the Lakers play. Rich, the Red Bull I have is the Fuji Apple Ginger.
Can't please anybody. Can't please everybody for sure.
It was the winter special
but
edition.
I think turnaround now, it's a close series.
Yes,
so
it
do we
is.
have any flip-floppers? I went Sentinels 2-1. You still both said FlyQuest.
Remaining
This
firm.
is your chant, Raz. Come on.
Not now.
This is your
You
thing.
identified him as the
Yeah, this one is
Yeah,
excellent.
I believe
Gotta
that
say
you
it.
would stick with your guns.
I'm sticking with my gun.
It is excellent.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, respect.
Shout out.
Respect for that. The first time ever. Quad, first time Aurora. Raz, first time sticking with his predictions. There we go. But
there's at least one other time you stuck with your prediction.
I don't know. I'm just going for it. Trying new content over here. All right. Reminder that during LCS Spring Split, you could win a trip to a League of Legends event like the Spring Finals. Save your MasterCard.
I have one thing to do. We have an activation at Riot tomorrow.
For a chance to win. We got a game 3 ahead of us as Sentinels and FlyQuest both pick 1. We'll see ya after this break.
Oh my God, I'm boosted.
My plan already ruined. Oh, this is tough.
If I'm gonna get disqualified, I might as well say no.
That's so grief, man.
And now we just do the magic.
I'm going in.
That's pathetic.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes, 30 seconds of broadcast ads. So, yeah, for the new VCT changes, I think I do read the chat. It is 1-1. Ahmed Jobear 764. Game 2 is over. It's 1-1. And yes, I do read the chat and I respond to the chat. John QT is in the office. He was in the Twitch chat a bit ago. But yeah, we love a game 3. And yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Hambach Sejuani, I have to say. That I think for the long-term health of Valorant as an esport, I do think it's much better. That there's no question in the league with this many teams and you end up always with like a third of the teams not competitive. That having, and then you also don't play for 2 months. So like our team had a rough kickoff. We haven't played in 2 months. So instead, if you had a rough kickoff, you'd then be playing in a qualifier to go into the next tournament, like while Masters is going on. So it both provides more Valorant for teams to play to help rebuild. And for viewers, you're getting more tournament play of the better teams. So I think that is the way to go. So I think for long term, it's going to be the best. If Rob is your boss, your only challenge is you have to be able to drink tequila. So our League of Legends team, as I predicted, they are have high highs and low lows, can beat anybody, and can lose to anybody. Last week we lost to Cloud9 in 3, and then midweek in the Esports World Cup qualifier we beat DSG in 2, but the second game was very rough, but we pulled it out. So just in terms of what people always ask what games we go into, we try and make sure that any game we go into, we can really put together a potential championship team and building the marketing, the content around them. So there is just a cap on how many games we can get into at once. So given that we got into League of Legends this year, and as we talked about, we're now supporting game changers. That and there's a high likelihood we're going to be back into Apex, which we've been in and out of for most of the time the game's existed. So I think as we look to 27, you know, the game that everybody is always most asking me about is Counter-Strike. But I have promised if we make it to Worlds, we will have a Counter-Strike team next year. All right.
Could be there. Maybe this is the finals.
Oh, yeah, could be.
Would be surprising, but it could be.
Certainly would be. Honestly, really good series so far, though. You know, FlyQuest bouncing back, as we said. You can watch them get blasted. Doesn't matter. They could easily do the blasting in the next game. Okay? Nice.
Unfazed.
Yeah, unfazed. No hesitation either. Big damage on this comp. You know, both quad.
I mean, some of it with some of the other games is just games that we know the players, and we just enjoy watching as an org. So therefore, it's just easier for us to support and create content. So that's why Apex, because we just have the tradition in it.
Pushing, keep on poking them down.
And it's not expensive to enter right now, because I think a lot of what people have been talking about is how many of the Apex teams are free agents, because of the fact that it hasn't really been supported to make a path for orgs to have any place to monetize it other than in the Esports World Cup. So I think that's where you see a lot of the focus.
That was his first ever.
All right, we have first pick this game, and we're on red side.
I voted for him. He got the 2 solo kills now because I'm changing it to 2. It's not 1.9 anymore.
So this is a change they made this year, where it used to be automatic that if you were on blue side, you got first pick. Now you get to pick whether you want, which side you want, or if you want first pick. So we picked first pick, and they picked blue side.
You know, it did work out.
Any Jervy gives any giveaways? K Carrot, we got to 220 and did a giveaway after game 1. Now we'd have to get to 230, so we need 8 more subs before the game is over, or before the stream is over, and then we'll do a trivia giveaway. But we do have a 230 sub goal, so we do need 8 more to get there. The people behind the team are the coaches. A lot of these coaches dress fancy. So, like, their coaches wear suits. We don't own a tailor shop, so I'm not really that interested in my coach wearing a suit. So, Golden Glue is wearing the blackout T-shirt that I'm proudly wearing. And he's wearing the current Sentinels windbreaker. So I don't need him backstage in a suit. Like, what are we accomplishing here? I'm not selling suits. See, now would a Sentinels suit be red and you wear a black shirt with it, or it's a black suit and you wear a red shirt? Which is kind of a look.
I can give my neighbors eggs. Not a big deal.
But a SEN tie.
As we were intending to do. The Anivia, the triple flex.
Are we winning? You got ads.
The beloved triple flex.
It's 1-1. We're about to start game 3.
Very highly likely in support.
Sentinel tie and the Sentinel slides. Like I said, the Sentinel slides are a thing. So we've got the design for that. We're getting ready to get those made.
You technically could still do it in AD carry. I'm going to say you technically can't do it in jungle because you get reported in 100% of those games.
That's true.
Yeah, very effective as counter.
SEN after party. We break out the SEN ties or the SEN slides.
Have to go into Jin and Nico, and I was gonna bring up Jin at the beginning.
Oh, good. They took Jin. Ha! We tricked you. Yay! Jin. Someone who's smarter than me about League of Legends will explain to me why Jin is so preferred. But it seems like Jin's win rate in LCS is very low. But everyone puts priority on it. So happy for them to have Jin and not us. Yay! Oh! Here we go! GG! Oh my goodness. GG. It's over.
With the Anivia.
Wow. Just call this over. Okay, we got what I wanted. The matchup. The Kaisa Jin matchup.
You know what would actually be really interesting? I don't think we would get it for anyone except, you know, APA or something like that, but I feel like Deco mid is actually reasonable in some of these, and I feel like when you're playing into a hard dive, Renata goes so crazy. So, you know, having the ability
it would be worth it.
Yeah, to me. But, you know, I feel like APA would probably be the only guy who likes Nico mid enough that they would even consider it. So I don't think that's going to happen or anything. Kaisa, obviously, as you said, you know, is going to be kind of tipping your hand. You already had the Vi. You are going to be playing dive. Kaisa not really a strong laner if you can't find those all-ins, though, so I do kind of worry a little bit about how the 2v2 will go. Though I'm finding myself reevaluating how I'm looking at Anivia, because obviously Anivia, you know, is a stronger laner than I think I initially gave her credit for. You know, the 2v2 can be quite powerful, but I haven't seen as many pairings where it's like Anivia plus weak laner. It's usually Anivia plus Caitlyn, Anivia plus, you know, like Ezreal. I'm seeing those kind of things, more, you know, lane dominant style. So it'll be interesting to see how this works.
Yeah, I think it could have some pretty good success here. And again, I would put more weight on the Anivia support, but we'll see what the picks end up being for solo lanes here, as you know, FlyQuest of course are going to have to reveal a bit more before the full commit is necessary, and they're banning top laners. So Aatrox and Gwen, so they are not believing in the impact Anivia. And if you're looking at the individual players and thinking about how flexible are the individual players.
The Crazy Ebbs, welcome to
the
Stacks and
Anivia
Society.
is really flexible.
Yeah.
But what's the likelihood of impact playing Anivia? It's probably decently low.
I agree with you, but the funny thing is, he won most Fearless in Lock-In. He had the most different champions played, but you know,
Norman Blanc, that is exactly the case. We love Hambach on a champion that just goes
Maybe
in.
I'd be wrong,
That's
but I
what we
wouldn't
want.
believe it until he actually does lock it in, and you know, we get in game and find out it wasn't an Aatrox Guardian incident or something. We have thrown out a number of bans up towards
It is
top side.
1-to-1, and yes, I do
but
reach out.
Gwen as well as Aatrox, both good protection bans for the Scion.
So I like this because now their top lane bans just say, okay,
When is
fine.
Send Minecraft?
Even if it is
That's
an
probably a
impact
ways
Anivia,
off.
Who cares?
Now you can't flex it to not impact it, you know, Anivia, and bully us with an Aatrox or a Gwen, and it gives us a really easy and good Scion pick.
It's a flex.
We do get our Rel. So Huhi Rel. This has been something that even before these last buffs, which I think went really under the radar, Rel is super underrated. Really came back in a big way with the previous patch buffs, not even this most recent one. But Huya was one who jumps back on it really early, and he's always been amazing with the big engage.
Are we going Shen?
It is
or is
going
he
to be
trolling?
Dark Wings with his Anivia, who was always.
I love a good
history
Shen. What are the
with
chances
him
we're
on
really
the champion,
using
and,
it?
had confidence. He brought it out even when he was on DSG and had a lot of confidence with it. So I think this looks very comfortable for Sentinels. Impact's history on Shen, also worth noting here.
Let's go.
Brought it out at internationals even, and so I do like all these flexes and the threats from Sentinels, and they end up with their players on the champions that they're super insanely comfortable on. So
going comfort,
you know, move things around,
dropping Mo.
I
think we still have a lot to accomplish in North America.
But they do find their places.
That's the question. Is just kind of what the
like
time frame would be.
Perfect for Dark Wings, perfect for Impact, and I think that's actually a really smart draft that they have pulled off.
So what are you saying, Syndra versus Vi? What do you know, Xander and D?
Dive through the Xin, the Scion, the Nico, right? That is kind of the difficulty here. They have a very cohesive dive comp. Anivia is the one piece that's a little bit kind of like out of left field, but obviously you can set up engages by just walling someone off, you know, looking for it in that way. Shen is a great matchup into Scion, though. It is actually really annoying for Scion. You win out in these scraps. As long as you're pulling the Keyblade through the Scion constantly, you can actually break the Soul Furnace shield before you can pop it almost every time. You can taunt to cancel his decimating smash. It is a very nice
team
matchup,
partner.
and I'm a big fan of
Red
Shen
Bull
in general. So I think that is really cool, and you can
Razor.
obviously, you know, be using the Stand United on the Vi or the Kai'Sa.
Starforge. You can't really see my computer.
And not
it's
only
under the
that,
desk.
but he's also going to have a hard time in team
Yes,
fights.
that's the dream. Is that Syndra's immobile and Anivia can throw a wall up, and Syndra's just stuck there to die. That's the dream.
It's really difficult when
here we go.
the enemy team has terrain creation and can just
wait a
block
second.
you like that.
Are we cheesing down here with Dark Wings bot?
Answers. It also makes Nico's job really difficult because it can be difficult to get
are we
really
cheesing
good,
with Dark
Nico
Wings?
ults in this game, especially if the lane
Is Dark
does
Wings
not
still
go
here?
well.
He is, but is he
And
leaving?
in order to try and get a little bit of a sneak advantage, a lot of
He
teams
is.
have been doing this where mid laner, just walk out bottom with your bottom lane. you know, see if you can get any early trade or action or advantage that way, but is going to have to walk back to mid lane.
Throws himself a ward down.
Quad gets the push.
Going to be interesting to see how the jungle matchup goes this game, because we had an incredible game 1 from Hambach, really strong game 2 from Griffin. And last week, Griffin was doing all kinds of invades against Cryo. That really was a big story of this series.
It certainly was. I mean, we talked about it in the first game where we had a similar situation as bottom lane gets very competitive there too.
Right.
But
this is why people like Jin.
Walked into
Jin
and he was confident
pushes early.
50-50 smites
That's
here.
what they tell me.
And he won like 3 in a row.
Why are they showing
and
us
his
highlights
smite
from
was
last
upgraded
week in
first,
the
too, because
picture-in-picture?
he was winning these smites on his invades early and completely
All right, we get it.
snowballed and
Griffin
you know, punish the Skarner
punished Kyra last
heavily.
week.
So Griffin has had.
That's the only problem with the Kaisa is it's unlike it. We were definitely going to get behind
also,
again, bot to start. But then
or
Rahel
Discard,
comes
especially,
online.
you know, on the receiving end of some very big jungle snowball games and invades. And this time around, he's on Xin into the Vi, which is super good for you.
Rahel missed a lot of this away.
You can force some skirmishes. You can force towards.
This is kind of the problem of Jin versus Kaisa, which we acknowledge.
And both junglers for the 3rd game in a row.
Both our top and our bot are
bottom
just
lanes,
completely under
very
threat.
Well, might actually see that.
Actually, all 3 of our lanes
so
are
Xin
stuck under their
always has a
towers.
Super nice time
Okay.
in the early duels there.
Man, Rahel is just really struggling to get any of this farm. I mean, the wave is pushed in, but they're actually harassing him as he's trying to pick up the CS quite a bit here. So still going to be able to maintain a full wave advantage down on that bot side with the minions now equalized.
All right,
so
Hambach, get over here and help out your
early on.
80
Rahel has
carry.
also used his potion. You know, they used the heal on Huhi as well. He does have his cleanse, but you know, it's not going to be that helpful in those potential 2v2s. So we'll see if they can start to stabilize a little bit as they get to lower levels. Impact did lose the push early on. Obviously, one of the big weaknesses of Shen, and a lot of times when I talk to pro players and I ask about, oh, Shen's really strong right now in solo queue, you know, you guys consider, they always reference the wave clears.
All right, Laughing Lizard. Uh-oh, what just happened?
Mai going down pretty much for free.
There's that Jin I was making fun of.
Scuttle,
Damn.
Just kind of stood there and took it.
What was that?
That is a very dangerous crab to go for. When your
they had massive like bot push.
And your mid lane.
Come on.
And your mid lane as well. And your.
They had total priority. You can't be trying to take that.
And he wants to stick around and make sure he gets this smite correct, which allows Cryogen to get a really good snare. And so props to Cryogen on the Nico, already getting the Nico value. So he snared him off the crab.
All right, well, at least we got the Kaisa.
I mean, that was good CC.
Kaisa at least caught up,
Maybe
weirdly,
thought,
because of
hey,
that.
It's worth using my flash for this. I'll just smite it, and then I'll flash over the wall. But
but Masu got that Jin got the kill.
Scatter,
oh, well.
knock up, like, you know, all this stuff is coming through. I don't even know if the flash scatter connected before he died, but all the other CC was there. And the problem, Masu got first blood, so Hambach might not have to deal with that, but their bot lane was already losing. The wave is frozen on them very heavily now, and Masu has double buffs and already winning wave.
We needed Hambach to come help this bot lane, not to feed the bot lane.
But to just base, but you base here, you are denying that entire next wave because there is a cannon, so you're going to lose those 6 minions.
He
you're
actually
down 4,
fed
so
Masu instead of helping the dude stabilize.
As Masu just
that was kind of rough.
You know what? I can actually stay around, have a little bit of regen from that red buff, and he feels like he's in a decent enough position and didn't want to miss the cannon.
Whew. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be painful down there. Masu's going to have really big burst damage. People always complain about Jin. He doesn't do anything. Mr., you know, useful. Meaning useless, but he's going to be actually useful this time around, especially with the Nico lane. Going to have some really, really potent pick potential. I'm still thinking, though, about the crab fight as we see another little trail on jungle.
Wait, Hambach, what are we doing?
We'll discuss it later, though.
Hambach's leashing, or are we actually going to steal this Drake? Get in there, Huhi, help him. Huhi, get in there and help him. Yes. Wait a second, Rahel! Rahel! And are we going to get the Drake? Are we going to get the Drake? Or is the Drake going to reset?
Really find anything. It's just a great engage from Huhi.
This game is just support's beating up on junglers, man. Support is OP. They're trashing us out there.
Getting Rahel the kill right there. All right.
In the first play.
And we're going to get the dragon.
Completely annihilates
That's kind of crazy that we got the first dragon, given how much priority they had bot lane. So that was big. That was a big sequence there.
And grabs the flash from Griffin as Griffin flashes to try and get away from it. Boom, right into it, and he gets the stun.
He lost his flash.
Nice,
we got the dragon. We got Rahel a kill.
2-0, bro.
Hombach didn't use his flash. Wait, Hombach is like, here I come. Hombach's got. Wait, Hombach's level 6. Wait, how did Hombach get a level ahead of Griffin? What is happening? Oh, because he took the dragon.
But at least he'd be going home with.
Come on, who? He get this guy. Don't let him base.
Got the crab.
Oh my goodness.
And you're going to get a plate at the very least.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are back. We back, Laughing Lizard. We are back.
You have to be really careful with your Shen ults because sometimes you're doing great in lane, you ult away. He's down 21 CS. You ulted away from a pushing wave, you're going to give up 2 plates. You're going to be down a lot. He got the kill, or he would be mega down.
Impact's the one who actually got that kill.
At the very least, is a cannon wave. Okay, he loses the cannon.
Oh no, he lost the
because it's
cannon.
Wave, and that took so many turret shots. You know, at least gets back for these.
But 400 gold down off of ult you got to kill for.
It's still very, very painful. It's a huge resource investment because the cooldown, like you're saying. Cooldown's insanely long early on here.
You know what? We got the dragon. We got the kills. I'm going to say they're...
You know, it's worth
I'm going to disagree.
I'm
going to disagree.
Fights have a lot of mental that go with them as well.
Because we also got Hombach ahead.
On the destroyed mental of your opponent.
Oh! Wait a second! Wait a second! Wait a second!
The stun is there to fall.
Oh! Get out of there, Hombach! Get away, Hombach! Oh!
One back.
Damn it.
That is double flash and all committed for a 1-for-1. Not bad from Quad.
Yeah, and Hombach full
all right, Darkwing's gonna get a plate though.
You have to think that he knew. He was like, okay, yeah, this guy has flash, but
Darkwing's gonna get a plate. Or is he gonna get a plate? Is he gonna get a plate? Yes. Darkwing's got a plate. All right.
Like denying some minions
okay, it wasn't so bad.
And trading flashes, but does go down, and gives they do get at least the counter kill. Of course, the assisted kill always extra there too, plus the minions, plus the tower plate. So.
I think I would have agreed if it was just the Vi flash, but Darkwing's had to flash to follow up with the stun.
Yeah,
so with the Anivia flashing too, that makes it a lot more tough. And Impact getting aggressive, missed the pull through on that second Q, and doesn't want to commit to it just yet. Griffin is in the area, so if he overchases, he could be in trouble, but is able to deny this cannon, I think, at the very least. So that should be annoying for Gakkos.
All right, now we have some time. I'd like to bring you back to the first crab fight and the theory behind it.
Get this crab.
So on top of the turret right here, see those little dashes? Every time you do a certain amount of damage to the turret, like when you get 25% of the turret, 50% of the turret, you get a plate off the turret, which gives you gold. Then once you get all the plates off, then you can knock the turret over and blow the turret up.
To think, because that's why he was like, oh, I can finish the crab, and then I get away, because Jin would have to like.
See, there are 4 little dash sections of the turret. Each one of those is a plate.
That's the only real threat.
Or is it 5?
But because it was actually the Nico wearing the Jin.
Is it 4 or 5?
He was able to hit him with the quick root. I think that
I could believe it.
Usually people don't, but
don't usually get tricked, but it happens from time to time.
All right, Rahel stabilized at least. He's down 400 gold, but Hombach's ahead 600, and Hombach's a level up.
Be able to steal this and then flash out over the wall because he was hugging the wall, right? But then he just got.
Marvel Rivals is starting soon.
Maybe just either way, obviously a miscalculation and
it is a best of 5. So hopefully this will end soon, and we'll just snowball. We'll just steamroll them. We're going to lose this whole wave? No, we're going to get here because the cannon will keep the wave alive. Run, Rahel, run! Armory, I think, is watch partying, isn't she, Charlie?
Going way better here for FlyQuest.
Yep. Hex Optics completed. Also feeling good.
I like that so much more than the Ghostblade Rush, by the way. I know sometimes gym players feel like they need it for that move speed. But
look out, Darkwings! Oh, no.
Sending out a Darkwings. That is
all right.
A missing flash. They're going to pop the pop ball.
Wait a second. All right, whatever. They're losing a lot of work on him there.
Out goes Gakkos.
But the bigger deal, wait.
To the enemy base
did we at least do Deo? He's going to be able to base. No one's going to get there in time. Can Hombach get there in time? Can Hombach get there in time?
He doesn't.
Hombach? Oh, he couldn't get there.
And doesn't want to go, use ulti or anything. Couldn't get there in time. So nice escape from Gakkos, but man, the timing on the bot lane reset. So what happened here is bot lane kind of pressure is leaking. They get their reset for CryoGen and Masu, and they run straight up through mid lane right into the range for the deadly flourish, into the ultimate, pops him.
Okay, but they're just gifting us. Are we gonna get this Drake? Can we burn it? Because Kaisa, bye, Kaisa.
Fix that bot lane.
Jungler's on Dragon, dealing with the Dragon.
I hate when they look away because you never know when something dumb will happen and you don't get the Drake. But we got the Drake. Okay. You know, we're 1,500 behind, but we have 2 Drakes to none.
Sometimes people will just kind of.
It's definitely an even game state.
You know, there is a lot of debate amongst the Shen one tricks on, you know, should you go Titanic? Is it too expensive? Is it more effective to just go full tank? And you know,
3 teams playing in 2 days. That's 100. 3 teams playing in 24 hours.
Or Hollow Radiance, as a lot of people do prefer.
And then there's the debate of.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Are we gonna burn Griffin again? Can we burn Griffin down again? Somebody get over here and kill Griffin! Now let's kill Cryogen!
Storm hitting everyone there.
Ooh-hee!
The Stand United got interrupted, but honestly, that's probably better for Impact.
Yeah, it definitely is. His presence was unnecessary.
So Impact's ultimate,
and the reset for the fight there is beautiful.
Something called Stand United, where he can just jump in and join a fight. He can just go, basically instantly teleport to join a fight. And the guy, but if they hit you while you're trying to go, it stops. So he got stopped in the middle while he was trying to join, but we didn't need him. Although if we got there, we'd have got an extra kill. I don't know. But we didn't really need him, so instead he got to stay and get the gold, so he didn't fall behind in lane.
Grab the Kindle gem, so he's got the early CDR.
All right, Dark Wings, here we go. See, he's going to pop that turret.
Griffin is just kind of on these solo missions.
Griffin is just feeding. Griffin must use Griffin must use DoorDash because he's feeding. Uber Eats recommends don't feed, get fed. Griffin is feeding.
Fight around this bottom lane because yes, Shen ultimate. You know, the top side always has something extra.
There's 8 people here, Hui. Look out, Impact! There's 8 people here.
Impact could be in some trouble.
Oh,
yeah. Gonna be able to flash out as they knock down Impact.
Ooh, you got to get this wave. Clear it quick. They're going to knock out the turret. Who's kind of doomed here? Hambach, what are you going to do, Hambach?
Griffin's just running straight in.
Hambach, can you kill Griffin? Oh, no. Wait a second. We're just doomed here. Damn it. That was a mistake. We needed to just let Impact die because we opted into a 1v4 that we kept feeding one by one into. That was a mistake.
Really good responses here from them too. I mean, we're getting maximum value out of a lot of these deadly.
That was a mistake. Once, like, they managed to get a 4v1 on Impact, we needed to go push mid lane, but not have everyone just kind of one by one walk up to top lane and die. So that was kind of a mistake, gotta say.
As well, and that is first tower bonus gold for FlyQuest, pushing the lead to 2.3K.
That was kind of a mistake.
Despite the dragon stacking coming from Sentinels.
Yeah, that is a big gold lead for them. And as you said, Sentinels, their advantage really is just the dragon stacking. So we'll see if they can try to maintain control over their push towards Soul, if they're going to have to start getting Impact now has that Titanic completed. But
it is that thing you always
just yet, and Sentinels, I think, are just going to have
you
to try to keep
always want to save your teammate, but sometimes you just got to say, bruh, you kind of are, I got to leave you here to die. You just got to do that sometimes.
I'm down for it.
Like, it's so much better when you decide, like this, when you decide when to fight. Come on, we got to kill Masu. We got to kill Masu. Yes. That's what we're looking for. We decide who fights when.
Has just been picking up a lot of these kills left, right, and center. Off
Raucous Sandix MXN. You're just going to start throwing out answers to questions, Julian Dro?
Give too much money. Wait a second, he does get hit with the stun. Can he get outplayed with the R button? Not quite yet.
Narc the Kid, welcome back. And Yashu5139.
He's not on a Ludens, though. Did go for that black fire.
Shout out to India.
Yeah,
Lucky Collins shop. We're just trying to be entertaining here. You know, we're never calm. We're never boring. We're always interesting.
Absolutely destroyed in there. Gakkos doing his best to.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Is this wave gonna get here in time for Hui to opt in and kill this kid? We need to get the wave here. Yes, there we go. We stopped him from being able to base, and now the wave got here. Boom. How's he still alive? How's he still alive? Oh, there you go. He's dead. He's dead. So the Scion goes into zombie form when he dies, so then he just runs around for like 5 seconds before he passes away.
Immediately chopped down here.
Okay, we're only down 500 gold now.
And they still have a Shen ult.
We're only down. Oh, no, Rahel. Caught out there. That's brutal. That's not what we need. Wait. Rahel, how did you stay alive? Oh, no. What is happening here? What is happening? Wait, Hambach is here. Hambach made it. Okay, we'll kill this Herald before he takes out the turret. Rahel, what are you doing? Come on, Rahel. All right, they're going to get this. They're definitely getting this Drake because we're all just almost dying. Are we almost dying also? What is happening?
Oh my gosh. That was almost a Blackfire Torch burn down. Quad barely missed.
Wait, what is Impact doing? Wait! Impact!
Yo, Titanic, baby.
Oh my god.
Hit him with the burst. Did Griffin?
Griffin had no smite.
Yeah, no smite.
Griffin is trolling so hard. Griffin is trolling so hard.
Let's say that.
Our people kept almost dying. Wait, is this live? Because it looks exactly what I just saw. Oh my goodness. This is nuts.
And then you lose the dragon to a Shen. Ouch.
It's a 500 gold lead, and we have 3 dragons to none. So we now currently have the lead, I'm just going to say. They had back-to-back people walk away with 1 health. That's crazy talk. And by the way, Rahel now has almost 1,000 gold lead. So that whole Jhin Kaisa issue we were discussing, our Kaisa has 1,000 gold lead. Here we go. GG. Kaisa is here. Well, not actually here yet, but will be.
Gonna get knocked away there by Gakgos. Good peel there.
The Kaisa is about to come online.
So he was not able to get in for the cease and desist onto quad, and Masu and Crygen gonna be able to push
That is
up.
pretty crazy though that he didn't have smite and they didn't coordinate better. But hey.
With impact, but decide not to fully commit to it.
Okay, bot side as well. They're doing the trailing double.
The Kaisa. Kaisa's only 14 CS down, but has 2 more kills. So the Kaisa has an 800 gold lead over the Jhin. That's what I live for, is to watch the Kaisa get a gold lead on Jhin. There we go. Here we go. Impact.
Look at the combo. Yeah, so Griffin doesn't have smite, so Q on impact is really good for stealing jungle monsters already, and then boom. Able to use his Titanic proc. Yeah, great. Crazy's like, what?
He doesn't have a smite.
DK Grizzly, it's 1-1.
Oh, that's a good job by Hambach. Track the enemy smite.
Did they have a ward on their own Raptors then and saw him use that?
They must have. I mean, he said he doesn't have smite,
another investigation.
Called it out. So well done there by Hambach, tracking the enemy smite. And I think it could also have just been that it got low and he didn't smite.
Yeah, he's waiting around. Yeah,
he was waiting around at 600, so he's like, hey.
Hambach, look out. Wait a second. Get here. Get here, Hooey. Get here. Crash down, Hooey. Impact, yes. Come on, get over here. Rahel's over here in a 1v1. Azel, Rahel, he owning the Jhin. Now, Rahel, you got to get over here to the fight. Get over here, Rahel. Quickly, Rahel. We need you, Rahel. Get over here, Rahel.
Doesn't have the juice to get the job done, and Gakgos has no damage left.
How did Crygen stay alive? Oh, he's not still alive. He's about to die.
It's going to be a delayed ace.
Boom! Let's go!
I mean, that on top of the 3 dragons, Azel.
Let's go!
Looks like Sentinel's gonna wrap this one.
Wait a second! Don't say gonna wrap it up! Oh, Sentinel's gonna wrap it up! The Kaisa is online, baby!
He actually immunes the stun during
Rahel chases Masu. Look at this. Rahel just saying, Masu, you're a Jhin. I'm a Kaisa. Boom. Then, after destroying Masu, tracks down Cryogen. Oh my goodness.
Such a big difference. Masu just gets caught in transition by Rahel, and that is not a 1v1 you can win once Rahel gets up onto that Jhin. So able to get that.
Boom!
So
Kaisa!
I mean, that was also just a beautiful snipe with snipe with.
That's the guys in the suits.
You know, it wasn't like, oh, Jhin
there we go.
Ultimate and was a stationary target. He was still walking.
There we go.
With the W.
The guys in the suits.
Immediately takes it in.
Yeah,
all right, we have a 2K gold lead and 3 Drakes. We need to win 1 big team fight.
1.7K, and That is,
and we got the Kaisa with a
damn
1600 gold
You
lead.
can see Impact all time on the Shen. Shen has really fallen out of favor in the last quite a
Impact
few years.
48-19 on the Shen lifetime. Kid's been in the league for 25 years.
In the T1 days before,
G2 Lev game 3 tied.
Back in the day when they were still called that. So definitely has been a popular champion at times, and he goes Bandlepipe second. So he's saying, you know what, my carries are strong. We don't need more damage. I just need to apply slows, and the attack speed buff is going to get it done.
It's very good for Vi. It's very.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, I thought we were going to catch him basing. 15 seconds to Dragon Soul.
Investment. And he didn't even need a dust
15 seconds to Dragon Soul. Here we go.
So good. Titank was enough.
To win, you have to blow up the other team's base, so you have to blow up 3 rows of turrets. But if you have the Dragon Soul, it gives you a big advantage that lasts for the rest of the game.
As FlyQuest trying to get their way in here, this would be.
All right, here we go.
They're just rushing it down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Rahel. What you gonna hit? You gonna hit the dragon or the person? Dragon or the person? Dragon or the person? Dragon or the person? Just kill Geckos. Kill Griffin. Just kill Griffin. Just melt Griffin. Here we go. Let's kill them all. Let's kill them all. Kill Griffin. Kill Griffin. Kill Griffin. All right, let's just take the Dragon Soul. Boom! And here goes the Kaisa. Kaisa.
Squad is gonna get knocked down. Rahel barely survives.
Kaisa! Look out, Kaisa! Look out for the Jin.
Cannot finish off these low health bars. Sentinels walk away from the fight with blinking HP.
Oh my goodness.
But only one death in the curtain call can find nothing.
Beautiful.
Sobivo. Fixed. Come on, man. We've got Kaisa. We've got Rahel on Kaisa and a Hambak on Vi. Kaisa, Rahel, Kaisa. Who called for the Rahel Kaisa game? I called for Rahel Kaisa. I called for Hambak Skarner. That's when we win. I never want to see Rahel on Jin. I never want to see Hambak on Sejuani. That's not me. So this is the regular season split 1. So it goes kickoff, split 1, split 2, and then in the midweek right now there is a tournament going on to qualify for the Esports World Cup. We play Cloud9 on Tuesday in the second round. Yes, this is like stage 1 of Valorant. The teams who come in first and second go to the mid-season invitational international tournament. Killer Instinct, Rahel. Oh, what's Rahel? 8-0-1.
And despite that great start, from the Jin, it's just looking in these fights like they just don't have the damage to actually knock down that front line. The Syndra and the Jin really struggling to deal at all with the Shen.
Okay, we have a 5K gold lead. We have Dragon Soul.
I just don't understand Pro Belt
and we have Baron. So right now we need to be disciplined, which we never are, because that's not our style. Like, we need to stay coordinated and we need to be methodical to just win the game. But our team's not really about methodical. Our team's just like, we just like just to go in and kill. There are times where we'd be better off not going in, but hey, that's not the way we roll.
The Anivia is kind of just like burning down the opposing front.
All right, I will be so tilted if we lose this. I will be so tilted.
Yeah, that plus it's a lot about burst with Jin and with Nico, and Nico now is like, wow, you can have some moments where you can get an ultimate, but you're
we are the PRX of League of Legends. Exactly. W Gaming.
If you guys aren't going to be able to burst the enemy, which you're
that is World Champion Impact on Shen. His career record on it is 48-19. That's awesome.
Task. Then seems like Sentinels have a very easy route.
Like Impact was playing in the World Championships before half their team was bored.
3 lanes here. You've got a Shen ultimate ready.
All right, let's get this turret burned down here.
They have the opportunity to try and go for like a Scion ult engage, and try and go bursty on somebody, Scion ult and Nico or something like that, because your response time is very short.
All right, come on, we got to get this turret.
People are coming from.
There we go.
And you're very durable, so you can create a lot
of
time.
All right, come on. We got to get one. We got another 40 seconds. We got to get one more wave in here to this turret.
That Shen, Geckos being able to hold this top side pretty effectively, but Sentinels have battled back again.
Yes.
They get themselves into these deficits, but they're really playing well from a deficit. They were down, 2.5K around, I don't know, 13, 15 minutes, something like that. and they are in full control. About 10 minutes later, looking like the game is going to end soon.
Casters are really trying to curse us, but you know what?
Nice,
we appreciate that.
Nice long team fights from Sentinels.
All right, we got 2,700 on that power play, and we got the soul.
Take too. The steal from Impact ends up being
that was the crazy. The Shen, the Impact Shen.
So,
Impact had been taking some heat the last couple of weeks where he died a few times solo, but today he's showing up. This Shen game is just
player of the game the most. Now,
Impact Shen. Rahel Kaisa.
Getting a lot of kills.
8-0-1.
Valid. But there's a lot of other good options too. I mean,
come on, let's give one to Impact.
Very nice. Rel engages.
Let's give one to Impact. He's been taking a lot of incoming the last 2 weeks.
Leaning towards the Rahel crowd. Even though the previous one I went for Huhi, but definitely liked it. All right, here we go.
Now that I said Impact, he's probably going to get solo killed. No.
And this is one of those attempts where you're just like,
he's a Shen.
We gotta try something,
he's hard to kill.
And so,
yeah.
I mean,
he's hard to kill.
Haha, you didn't get it, but.
Yeah, why don't you chase Shen while we take your base?
Are they really going to kill him? I mean, they're down. You know, even your top.
Why don't you chase the Shen while we take your base?
In here, but like you say, you got to try.
Cubby Cakes, come on! Who you had Rahel and Hambach? Because if you did, you're winning this week.
Definitely looking like it is going in that direction.
Anyone who had Rahel or Hambach on their fantasy team is blowing up today.
You know, Standing United plays down towards the bot side. I think he's played pretty darn well, and he's frontlining effectively. It's always nice to see Impact back in form. You know, timing that parry really well in the 5v5s on the 4-shot from Masu, and he's playing.
All right,
out well.
45 seconds until basically the game-ending fight for Elder. If we win the Elder, it ends. If they win the Elder, then it really gives them a chance back into the game. Huhi is the shot caller in League of Legends. They're called the shot caller instead of the in-game leader. Don't ask me why.
That might be the angle because their defensive siege is okay. With Anivia, you can always wave clear. But their offensive siege...
Because League of Legends, it's more macro that the shot caller is talking about. Like kind of big picture of what you're going to do. Versus Valorant, where it's so much more specific how you have to coordinate with each other.
With the Kaisa, it's so dangerous to walk up and just try to hit that thing. Remember after the broadcast had an
okay, they're trying to surround us, but we're like, you know what? We'll surround you! But wait a second, what is Rahel in the middle of all of them? Rahel, you cannot die right now. Look at Rahel! Look at Rahel! Somebody save Rahel!
The curtains are going to get called. Rahel is going to get knocked down.
No, Rahel is dead. Okay, but wait a second. We got to kill somebody. Wait.
It will just be the trade kills, but FlyQuest finally getting one back.
Oh
Rahel
my goodness.
Arm guard. He really wanted to use it and make a super cool play.
Wow, Rahel, that was a little crazy.
So much getting so deep in there.
That was a little crazy, Rahel. He's
He's
dead for another 30 seconds. The Elder's up in 20, but are we just going to be able to burn it down with Hambach and Huhi? That can't be true.
They still have control of the
we can't really take this, can we? Just 2 people?
Now,
can he just solo the Elder?
On the approach. Griffin, 10 seconds on his death timer. He would also have to walk all the way from base. So, FlyQuest,
he can't really take it.
Anyway.
I don't know what he was doing there.
And make sure that during the time
but wait,
where they have no
now it
jungler,
resets.
at least
Okay,
Sentinels
is Rahel live?
take
Rahel is
the
live.
Elder Dragon,
okay.
And Sentinels will respect the move.
We'll get Rahel back.
Goal for the Zonius. So he
we'll get Rahel back on the. We'll get Rahel back. Once again here. But again, that was a bit of a throw, like I said. Okay, here we go. There's the fight for the Elder, and Rahel is back.
And he has a GA now, so he's coming back out.
Wait, Rahel has a GA?
Completed the death cap, and he is going to be teleporting back in to join the team.
Hambach.
Looking for a flank.
Here we go.
Here
we go. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Involved on this.
Come on, Rahel! Someone save Rahel! Oh, nice. Rahel's popped the Zonias! Rahel! Let's go! Let's go! Come on, kill him! Yes, Rahel! Rahel! Let's go! Kaisa!
Is not going to be able to survive. Quad has to flash to safety, but it's a 1v5.
GG!
This should do it for Sentinels.
It's over, people. The Rahel Kaisa.
This time around, Rahel knows, all right. Just the Nico and the Scion on my side.
They're like, well, let's kill Quad for fun, not for stats. Not that we need it. We should be running mid and ending the game.
Cleanly are going to end out this game.
Going to be able to march it down here and finish it off. Sentinels going to get their first series win of the split here. Move themselves to
big week.
1-2.
We beat DSG midweek.
People were favoring FlyQuest in
Hey,
this
whoa,
one.
don't tell people to ban Kaisa.
Their respawns are coming through here very shortly.
We need to really focus here. We got a bitter. We gotta like focus. I don't think we can end it here. Damn it. Wait, what is happening? Okay, we kind of greeted here. Okay, we all got to get out of here. But wait, the Elder is alive and we have no health. We kind of threw here. We kind of threw.
Griffin is gonna look and look at the devastation on the face of Golden Glue.
We kind of threw here.
This is a problem.
We kind of threw.
How much can FlyQuest get though? And remember, their next
Rahel's still alive. Now Rahel's still alive.
I always like Elder because then Elder you can like for sure go get the Baron afterwards. Wait, Rahel is Rahel by himself up there?
Is he soloing the Baron?
Rahel is trying to solo kill the Baron. Is that possible? And Shen joining him? Can Rahel and Impact take the Baron by themselves? Can they? Because all of FlyQuest is on Elder. Can we actually take the Baron before? They're not even coming. They're not even coming. That is crazy. All right, at least we got the Baron. Because we just need to push and end the game.
I would still like to retract my previous statement of the clean part, though.
The cast, you know what? I just want to say we chased quad to the bot turret when we should have been pushing mid. That was the big mistake there. We got greedy. We should have just gone mid and ended the game instead we chased quad for a kill.
I do think, yes, the Elder is more
we
powerful,
wasted
but
time
can
there.
Just delay with the Baron. You've got Anivia, you've got Baron. You don't need to fight. There's nothing else on the map for them to take, so it was really important that Sentinels did get the Baron from that spot. Of course, FlyQuest do survive and will be looking to try to hard force a fight. Let's see if they can find anything.
Oh, that was a mistake. We really shouldn't have chased the guy. We should have been running down mid to end the game. I hate when that happens.
But yeah, this is all Sentinels really has to do.
Yeah, we are greedy. We like to fight. We like to get kills. We didn't want to just cleanly go run and end the game. Why would we do that? But getting this Baron was big.
Now you're starting to get a lot of the extra AP for Rahel too, so the W's
are
going to be super annoying.
It is. We were ahead 12-3 or 11-3, and now it's 12-8.
All right.
Maybe going to try to force here. Gakkos moving forward is going to get walled off. They're knocking down the tower. Tombok is on the side. Sentinels intelligently just back it up, but Gakkos is going to try to just
because they have the Elder Drake, so they want to get in a fight right now because they have extra power right now. Okay, here we go.
Has to shadow dash back over the wall. Will stay safe.
They saw the Elder Drake for one more minute where they have extra power, so we're just trying to not get in a fight for a minute. Because for this minute, they have extra superpower from this Elder buff.
Look how much damage the tower has taken. Almost none. Like, put a tiny scratch on that thing. Anivia wave clears already.
One team fight. Yeah, we won the team fight, and we chased quad to the bot tower for no reason. All we had to do was just run down mid and base. I mean, run down mid and end the game.
The Sentinels territory there,
or take the Elder Drake. Either one. If we didn't have the ability to finish, we should have taken the Elder Drake. Because then they would have been doomed when they respawned. Because then we would have just killed them with our Elder buff. Everything we did there was wrong. Got to either race down mid and end the game, or take Elder, so that when they respawn, you kill them with the Elder buff.
Yeah, I do think the damage is quite low, but this champion does scale really, really effectively. He has a pot in his inventory. He has the Infinity Edge. You do get to a point where your burst is real. So we'll see if FlyQuest can make anything happen.
Impact! Look at Impact!
Pushing heavily on the bot lane. And FlyQuest, not sure if they want to go for it. Impact just taunts the safety and will stay safe.
No, in that situation, the Elder was better than the Baron. We should have taken Elder as soon as we won the fight if we couldn't end the game. Or we needed to just run mid and end the game, but instead we took a detour down bot lane chasing quad that we did not need to do.
Looking for fights, right? That has been what this has been all about.
Because the Elder buff gives you extra power to win a team fight, so we could have just gone into their base, and when they try to engage, we would just zap them. And because we were so far ahead with the Elder buff, they could not have won a fight against us.
All right, man, this is a lot longer than we were looking at. Or expecting here previously.
Yeah, this game should have been over. If we lose, I will be so tilted because this game was won if we had been disciplined. But we're not disciplined, I like to say.
Waiting for the rest of the team here. Support plus jungle, move in, make sure they have plenty of vision to support.
Yeah, but with our lead and the Elder, we could have just walked into their base and killed them when they respawned. Like, they could not have won a fight from us at that point.
You have this extra line. they can try and walk down, and Shen Ultimate is ready
Ugh.
for impact.
If we lose this, this
So
will be
setting
the
it up
worst
once
loss
again.
possible.
And again, you don't want to make any big blunders because in 2 minutes, the Elder and the Baron are both going to be back on the map. So it is nice if you see something present itself, but you don't want to check into too much darkness. And defensive vision here with a small map is actually, you know, easy for FlyQuest to just.
TTK Grizzly, I am not going to be that confident given what I just saw.
Objectives do get here, so Sentinels are like, you know what? All right, fine.
You can be the optimist. That is not. I've seen too much already today. Like, we just had this game won.
Inside your base so that we know any of the wards that you previously had would have expired, and we have found all of the pink ones already. So the approach for you, FlyQuest, is going to be
because also this 5K gold lead becomes less valuable. Now the good news is we do have the soul, but still.
But because it is a chem soul rift, you do get the extra plants, and those can actually help a lot in some of these contests later. The plentiful Scryer's blooms cover a large area, so maybe that will be the key for them to find the opening.
Look at this from Masu. He picks up the Seekers, which I actually think is a pretty intelligent buy. With 1,600 gold, what are you going to get that's better at this point in the game?
Yeah, like Immune of Violent or something.
Exactly. Immune of Vial that's coming in, that is going to be really powerful. Maybe that buys time, you know, for Hell Killer and sinks in and you pop that for your team.
All right, here we go. 25 seconds to Elder. Now, we have full vision of this area, so they do have a bit of a challenge because they're going to have to walk into the darkness to go to the Elder Drake.
I do think it's
and so we can keep kind of threatening them. And so Hombox and Rahel can go back and start the Elder. And everybody else can kind of decoy them that we're here still. And so it's a little complicated for them, but here they come. All right, here we go. This is the fight for the match, for the game, for the match.
Yeah, it certainly is. Walls off mid. Gecko's trying to run straight through those.
No, no, Rahel, look out, Rahel, look out, look out, no, we're flipping the Elder Drake! Yes! Oh! We won the coin flip, okay. I'm not sure I wanted a coin flip there, but okay. Here we go. This now should be completely over. Rahel should be unkillable now. There we go. Okay.
is falling. They got there too late, and it was far too little.
Oh, my goodness. Will we not chase him and go finish the game? Sure, they're all dead for a minute, but enough.
Finally will seal the deal with a teleport down to bot lane. They're going to take the series, knock down FlyQuest. And finally,
that was wild times. This game should have been over 10 minutes ago.
With a monster performance,
but at least the thing you can see about our team is they're scrappy. They're never out. Like, the key thing the casters did say is the thing about our team that's the good and the bad about our team. They never are out. They're always ready to go in, and they always think they can win a fight, even when we're behind. The downside is when we're way ahead, they sometimes forget. But hey, the Kaisa. The Kaisa, the Skarner, the Skarner, the Kaisa.
They did it, Sentinels. Who's your player of the game?
That one's got to be Rahel.
Benches on our side. Yeah.
That
game.
game.
I think we're all split. All of us here on the.
Yeah, we're not going to show our cards just like that because you asked, buddy.
That game, I'm going to say.
Yeah, what was your votes?
So yeah, Sentinels take the 2-1. It was kind of crazy. We tried to throw, but we ultimately got it done.
That could be the tiebreaker there.
Now we do need 7 more subs for a signed Rahel jersey.
I was right.
We get 7 more subs here. We'll give away a signed Rahel jersey.
That was the first time we've been right about everything.
I've been right all year, I'm pretty sure.
But Tarek was giving me a hard time that 10 subs shouldn't be enough for a jersey. It should be more than that. He said, I'm bringing down the marketplace for creators.
Honestly, so many of my predictions thus far have been absolutely wrong.
Yeah?
We tried to throw is what happened there. But like I said, we throw,
I think
we
that
catch.
We were right about one thing, though. All of us agreed it was going to be a close series.
Yeah.
We all thought it was going to be close. And here we go. We have 2 of the members joining us for the post-game interview. Got Hamburg and welcome, guys.
Yep, play Jin against Kaisa. Early game, you feel good. Oh, here we go.
Game out of game.
Z3 Stin popping off, getting us a Rahel signed jersey.
In the final
For
fight.
the
you
chat.
guys had a really great rel.
Now I gotta
SEN
figure out a
combo,
quiz.
And it was really well set up. So just talk me through your
Z3
pre-fight
Stin or
setup
Zestin?
around
Is that Zestin?
I mean, last fight, like we kind of had a mistake previous Elder, so we kind of learned, guys, like just let them come in more, and we just have to like hit the objective, let them like get in more, and then we can look. So I think we kind of adapted pretty well from the mistakes, but those are the things that we are aware that we're doing even in scrims, and I think it's good to make those kind of mistakes even on stage and be able to win so that we can improve.
Oh yeah, I have a question for you, Hanbok. My thought process is just, this is the first time we're hearing from you.
Yeah.
How's it been so far in North America?
무슨
미국이 지금 어떠냐고, 지금 미국 생활.
I just my life is so funny because I just play for enjoy the game or NA life too. So yeah, I'm fun.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I got another question for you. Skarner. What is it about Skarner that makes you so good at this champion and want to play him so much?
Skarner. Jan Janet.
I think when I was SK last year, SK junglers good as Skarner, I think, like Lucid or any junglers too. So I learned the Skarner that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I play very Skarner now.
Yeah, I got a good question for you because like there's a big ramp up in Split 1.
Yeah.
And then I feel like you guys are already back to ramping up again. Just how has it been kind of coordinating with the team as a whole? Because you guys are a
Sharp
very
EMS,
aggressive team.
big
It seems
win.
like you guys have kind of put yourself in a pigeonhole as like a great team fighting team.
Narc the
so
Kid,
how
this
has it
is
been
League of
so
Legends.
far this split acclimating?
I think honestly it's kind of going similar to like the first split, like you
Oh, it's
mentioned.
infamous.
Like when we first came back after the break, like we kind of forgot like where we were, so we had to like kind of relearn about each other. Hanbak wants to play really aggressive, and I think
Thank you,
like,
on
me and
710.
Rahel are like kind of on the safe side, so we always like talk about each other like after the game. So
Fighting.
yeah. So that's been pretty fun, but I think we have great personalities that even though like we have frustrations, we still talk it out.
Yeah.
Like in the end, like I think great coaching staff, great system overall in general with Theos and Golden Glue as well. So yeah, it's just I feel like we are aware of what problems we're having, and it's just totally up to us if you want to fix those things.
So Hanbok, and Jay might have to translate this for you. At the beginning of the year, he said part of his job was to help you be aggressive. So how much is Jay helping you be able to be aggressive in team fights?
그러니까 만들어준다는 거 아니야?
아니 너가 좀 공격적이게 하고 싶은데 내가 그 연초에 너가 좀 공격적이게 할 수 있게 도와주려고 하는데 지금 한 뭐 그게 잘 되고 있는지.
Yeah, I wanna just eating second crab or dragon or herald. Only that's it. I just play for normal, and then I wanna play team fight, 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
Then I think we have advantage for them. Yeah, so yeah, I wanna just normal play, and then I carried it.
No.
There's some disagreement already.
I mean, that's the conversation we're having.
Nice.
He sees it as 50-50, and for me, I want to make it like more favored towards us, and
Yeah.
I can kind of see both points, and that's why it's important to hear it out because there's so many ways to play League of Legends, and the most important thing at the end of the day is to play as a team and as a unit. So.
Sure.
True.
Yeah. Well, speaking of playing as a unit and as a team, that's how you got that win. But it's close on player of the game. It's actually a tie right now from the broadcast. It's a tie between Rahel and Huhi. So I believe that means we're going to take a look at the fan vote while we're pulling that up. Hanbok, who do you think carried harder that last game, Huhi or Rahel?
그 플레이 오브 더 게임 그 MVP가 나나 라헬 둘 중 하나거든. 누구인 것 같아?
Last game?
Last game. Yep.
Third game, right?
Third
Yeah.
game.
Also, you can just say, hell no, it's me.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yeah, I think Impact.
Impact.
Okay.
Impact.
He is getting votes, but the
There we
tie
go.
is between
Wait.
only Rahel and Huhi.
No, it's not.
So only your votes.
What are you talking about? Rail's 40. Impact's 45%.
So,
Chat showed up for
we need to
Impact.
let Twitch chat know that. But yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like Huhi's pretty.
Who's nailing this
Yeah.
one
What
down?
about Impact? 44.
I think that Impact had a very, very solid performance.
I mean, he loved the penalties, you know?
yeah, I like penalty, but I think in draft, he said Shen or what?
Shen
or Mordekaiser.
Yeah,
I
Shen
think.
or Mordecai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he chose Shen.
Yeah.
Then we focus on second crab. Then he ulti and killed the Shinjao.
Yeah.
Yeah, then my mind is still
So
win.
happy.
Congratulations, Huhi.
Congratulations.
Sleeping Snipes, thank you for coming by.
I wanted to ask you, Hanbok, this question because in an interview a few weeks ago, you say how your playstyle is different from North American junglers' playstyle, that like they farm a lot, but you want to gank a lot and take 2v2s, 3v3s. How do you, if you want to tell the fans, how do you view your playstyle? Like, how do you want to play the game?
I want to scare for enemy laner.
Yeah.
Laners. Yeah, I want to make him. They scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
The Hanbok could be anywhere.
Yeah, like that. But junglers thinking Hanbok is not good jungler. I think they can thinking that, but I think laner의 의견이 더 중요한 거.
So he doesn't really care about the jungler's opinion. He thinks that laners will think that he's really annoying, that he's really good.
Yeah.
Finding those
That
angles.
makes a lot of sense. When you were saying
It's
that,
really
I'm like,
annoying.
Yeah. I think the moment anyone has to go up, actually, even hearing from junglers, they always think it's like you're unpredictable. Like you can you could be anywhere. You could be like, missing a camp just to like go for a gank mid or something.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
And you're going to be up against Team Liquid next week, so I want to hear your thoughts about Jose Diodo, because he's been impressing a lot of us here.
We are 1-0 against Team Liquid on the year, by the way. Beat them in kickoff.
I think Jose Deodo is good at this meta. I think I think a lot of things similar me.
Yeah.
Play style, I think. So yeah, I wanna play him.
You're the better him, right? You're better than him?
I will better.
Better.
There you go. It's like I'm the better version of Jose.
Player of the games are
Overtime
like
for
I already
G2
know who
Lev.
2 of them are.
There you
winning
go.
Both of them from Sentinel side. Griffin taking one in the middle. And
Huhi,
of course,
player of the day.
Sven and Blobber for the Cloud9 series that they had. The
All right,
duo.
so
that's fun.
Wait, did my
Interested to see
mouse
if that
run out of
continues
power
on.
during
I
all
want to see
that?
the end of day standings though.
Yeah, end of day standings. Also, Huki, no pressure, but winning 2 player of the games might be player of the week. You know, I don't want to set expectations too high,
Right.
but I mean that's pretty impressive. But yeah, let's take a look at the standings overall for the LCS right now. Because Sentinels, you got your first win. Congratulations!
Yay,
you got a couple
first
game wins.
win.
Now a 1 on the series score and 4 and 5 overall. Cloud9, meanwhile, have taken first place now.
4 and
3
5. We
0.
like to play. We've gone 3 in every game. In every series this split, we've gone 3. Okay, are you ready for your quiz to win your signed Rahel jersey? All right. Here is the question. On the initial Valorant roster, the initial Sentinels Valorant roster, one of those players was on Sentinels before joining the Valorant team. Who was that Sentinels player who was already part of Sentinels roster in another esport and then was on the inaugural Valorant roster? Who is that player? Valorant, initial Valorant roster. Redux is not on the initial Valorant roster. Come on, people. Initial Valorant roster. And he was on Zoms. Large Yak. Zoms is the winner. Zoms played Apex Legends for Sentinels. When Apex Legends first came out, Zoms was on our original Apex Legends team and then was on our inaugural Valorant team. So we have a winner, Large Yak. It's Jerry, though. Can you connect with Large Yak, find out his size, so we can get him a signed Rahel jersey? Awesome. All right, so let's see. Do I have the ability? Now let's see if Alex isn't here. Let's see if I can pivot. Let's see if I have the ability to pivot into the Rivals match. Let's see. See if I can pull it off. Maybe I can just go find... There it is. Let me go find Aramori. Let me knock Aramori, and then I think I can just go join. Let me see. What do I have to do? Let's see. OBS. I think it's on OBS. No. Where is it? I can't remember now how I found this before. The infamous... Wait. Oh, here we go. Something got screwed up. I'll figure it out. Maybe I just have to do it on the other screen. All right. Let's see here. Let's just try it over here. Armory. Oh, what's happening in the G2 match, by the way? Here we go. Knock. Hello? Can you hear me? Let's see. Am I supposed to call you on Discord first? Let's see. Let me try that. Okay. Let's go on Discord.
Last time they did this, they got bodied by Cafe Rose. Oh, God. Okay.
All right. Hey, you know? Was
SEN didn't ban Mantis?
I can't spell.
I guess maybe they think they won't play it? I don't know.
Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just try. We'll see what happens.
I'm so confused. I think doesn't 100 Thieves have like a really strong like cheese comp here? Isn't that the truth? Yes.
Let's see if Armory realizes I'm trying to join her stream. First, I forgot to change my
this exact thing against Cafe
stream
Rose
info. Let's try this.
Map.
Search category. Anyone wants to come along for a ride on the Marvel Rivals?
Rob wants to knock. I accepted, I think.
Did you?
Oh, he wants a call?
I don't know what to do. I need help. All right.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello? Hi.
I can hear you on Discord.
Rob?
What do I have to do to join your... You knock to me. Maybe that's the way to do it.
You're already in.
Oh, I
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. So things are going better today than the last time we were on? We've won a map.
We won a match.
We won a match and then we won a map.
Yes, so we're up 1-0 in this series right now.
Amazing. So wait, am I supposed to watch your stream or the rival stream? Supposed to watch the rival stream, I guess.
Yeah, that'll probably be best.
Otherwise, I don't have sound. All right, let me get that. Marvel Rivals. So the League of Legends team just won a hard-fought 2-1 where they tried to throw, but they pulled it back.
Congratulations!
They really tried hard to throw, I gotta say, but they pulled it back and got the win. Wait, and my chat is also telling me good news that G2, like if we can't win in Valorant, G2 losing in Valorant is equally satisfying. So G2 lost in Valorant. So we beat FlyQuest in League of Legends. Tomorrow we play 100 Thieves in Valorant. So hopefully we can beat 100 Thieves in Rivals. Let's go for a perfect weekend.
Can.
Let's go for a perfect weekend. So how have our team comps been today versus the last time you and I spoke on Thursday where you're like, they're kind of steamrolling us with their comps?
I think we have made some adjustments. It looks like our team is trying to favor like this brawl style now.
Yeah.
With like triple support if we can run it. We saw Crimzo on Rogue, which he's never played before, like in an official, and it looked really clean.
All right. All right. Now, I did show up and immediately lost the fight, so I don't want to think I'm the bad.
It's okay.
I don't want to think that I'm the jinx.
I think they'll get a touch, maybe, hopefully.
You think they'll get a touch?
They did it.
All right. Oosh. Wait, we got a touch, but we were down 2 people? That they just respawned? Is that why?
Very late teleport. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on him. Delena's like one of those guys that you kind of
I wasn't
they got
watching
the touch.
100%.
They got it.
I'm locked in now. Let me lock in.
All
Let me
right.
lock in.
Here we go.
So it's hard to react to.
They are pushing.
And I think he's very unique in that approach. For 100 Thieves, though, on their offensive side, they do have copy available. They can go aggressive again, and we'll see if they can maybe save this as well with the Sonic Seduction. Dongman on that Meteor and potentially up soon.
Oh.
Doesn't have it to maybe match anything for 100 Thieves' side.
Ooh, what a good old.
Slide to the side of it. Flamme heading backwards now, pulls out a nice guiding point. Try to do enough
Oh, we forced Mantis.
Melt that kid.
Big
Boom.
Groot.
Yes.
Huge.
Let's go.
Good blind too from Kurova as well. The kill through.
100 Thieves, but this is where Sentinels needs to make their stand and get some serious.
So this is kind of the comp we were running yesterday. We were running this Loki Cloak and Dagger comp, and we were looking really clean on it.
Oh, you're saying we made a pivot from what we ran against
Yes.
Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Another big Lartrox opportunity available here. Winnie with copy. Delena in the sky.
Oh, you sure? Hazel.
Keep your eyes out for those ultimates. Dongman.
It's got to be a big one here. They have Groodle. Oh!
To try to get rid of C&D. Bang! Oh my
God!
Bang!
Goes down from Dongman. Maybe you don't need to get rid of C&D if you can find value in the neutral. Almost getting a 2-piece there. Kurova gonna walk them in once more. And trying to deal
Big blind. Oh, they broke the Phoenix. Oh, nice.
Take this space.
We broke the Phoenix. Oh, nice, nice.
With the ult, they followed up, and sometimes you would see like Psionic Seduction with the Phoenix ult combination kind of help.
Oh my God, they have a lot here.
I was about to say
This is gonna be a tough fight for us.
They have 3 ults. We have 1. Or I have 2.
It's okay because where the cart is right now, we can afford to like lose a fight. So it's actually like, obviously we want to win the fight if we can, but if we lose the fight here and they use a lot, it's okay because we still have.
Point.
Right.
And we can
we'll be able to like come back. Oh! Okay, we made ult. We're still in 2 fight as well. But if we can get trades here, this is a very winnable fight. Oh, huge blind. Nice! That was so good by us. We played so patient. We played so patient and took the fight exactly when we needed to.
Now their strategists are kind of getting online, and they need to find some way to pull them out of these cloak ults if they're not going to get combos off, right?
Okay, so now this next fight is kind of scary for us because they've got 2 support ults and Delena ult, Star ult. So we have to try and make Kurova and look for like big Yusher ult.
With another ult available here.
Oh, so scary. Dongman doesn't have ult yet. We use our lamps. Oh, what a good disengage from us. Nobody dying there is so good. Okay. Yusher ult. Oh my God, it's actually huge.
Boom.
Wait, Yusher's so good.
Boom. Wait a second. Clean wipe here. So
we did such a good job living.
Right, so we basically need to win 1 fight, but they're gonna have better ults or have similar ults. We both have Groot.
I think we have better ults technically right now because we have like a support ult. But the Emma ult is pretty scary, so we have to carry that. It's pretty even this fight, to be honest. Oh, we go with Riot. Okay, trade Emma. That's good. Now we just really have to carry their Groodle. We can maybe make Flamme this fight.
All right, 16 seconds. So basically, if we can win this fight, we end this push.
Oh, what a wall! Oh my God, they have better support ults than us. Can we live? Oh my God. Copy? Help Kurova! Oh my God. Oh no!
Oh.
I mean, I like the Moon Knight mix-up, at least if they're playing hard front to back. Also, they have advantage.
Will we get here to stop them getting the point, or will they get this point?
Wait, what?
How did Usher get that kill?
That's such a good force. We forced them to use Cloakle, and we have TP coming back with our ult soon as well.
Will this land? And it does.
Oh my god!
Boom! Usher! GG! This is over, right? Boom! All right.
is crazy today.
So I brought with me the Sentinels League of Legends fans, which are mostly Valorant fans, just learning different esports with Sentinels. So I brought them over after we. So in our League of Legends match, there's sometimes. Do you know? Are you familiar with League of Legends? Have you played it? Do you watch it at all?
Not really.
So we want to fight that if we just went for the end of the game, we would have ended the game. But instead, we greeted for a kill we didn't need. And instead, we were just short of finishing the game as they all respawned. And then they took the Elder Drake, which is like a buff that lasts for like 2.5 minutes that makes you super powerful. And they started to make a comeback. And then we had to win another big fight to win the match. When it should have just been over. Like, we should have never had to have that stress in our lives. But hey. So we got more excitement.
Dang.
And then we did win. So
they're all like hyped after watching that play.
Yeah, so
or
they
like,
were watching
their
that.
hearts.
So now they've come over to Marvel Rivals because if you're a SEN fan, anytime you get to watch SEN try and beat 100 Thieves in anything, people are in. So for those of you who've not watched Marvel Rivals, it is very similar to the gameplay of Overwatch, the original Overwatch, because it is 6v6. So at times the screens are lit up with chaos. And Aramori,
very much so.
Aramori played support for Sentinels last year, and right now she's hanging out with me and Tarek sometimes, and coordinating some game changers activities for Marvel Rivals. Am I wrong?
I am indeed, and Grand Finals is next weekend. I'm so excited.
Awesome.
It's gonna be so fun.
Sentinels on the attack. Thieves need to step up.
This is a best of. It's a best of 5. Sentinels has had one map to none.
Only pushing this point a point and a little bit more. About,
So 100 Thieves,
but
their
4/5, I guess, as we see
comp on all of these maps where they can like spawn hold is so cheesy. They run this like triple tank, triple support comp. And all they do is just try and sit on cart and not die. Yeah.
They're not actually
so
trying
annoying.
to kill you. They're just trying to not die. That is troll.
Yeah, and it's really good on all these maps because it's so hard to like stop.
Create space.
Oh my god, wait, but the Groodle delivery! Oh my god!
You sure?
TTK!
You
Hand
sure?
delivered Crimso into the back line! TTK gift wrapped that for his team.
So you're saying TTK is throwing?
Yeah.
And we see some follow-up there.
Usher's been popping off since we showed up.
Oh my god! The ult, huge! And
oh no!
We force res and we force mag. Wait, no, this is so good for us.
Really?
They have nothing left.
Oh, you're saying they had to use the res, so now they don't have it.
Yeah, they use 2 ults for 1 basically. And now Kurova, once Kurova farms his ult, we can just go with that. It should be beautiful. Don't die though.
All right.
Let's go. Local, yes, fast, very good, perfect. And now we push. And it should be so hard for them to live here. Okay, TTK dies but gets res. Nah, we should be able to just clean him up here. And Vinny dies late.
All right. Let's
If we get
go.
3 on, maybe can TP.
Let's go. So for those of you who've never watched Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, mainly just want to keep track of the health bars and trying to melt people, the only thing that gets a little maddening and frustrating is the supports fighting you, where they're healing as fast as you can damage. But we kind of melted them there.
Wolverine, you have the percentage damage to KO a tank. If you're on Angela, that's not going to do anything.
They still have nothing. Wow, this might be a crazy steamroll from us. Like we might
You're
cap
saying we
with
might
so
be able
much
to just
time.
snowball this because they have no ults right here, so we can just keep pushing.
Right.
And we have 2 ults.
Right.
It's good with, like, old
So you're saying if we engage and win this fight, we can get almost to the goal?
Look how many ults are on Sentinels.
Yeah, pretty much.
They just have such a huge
Like,
edge now in second phase.
if we play too slow here, there's a chance that 100 Thieves makes ults and then it's hard. But we're going, okay, we're going really fast with Riot.
And you know, it's just a question of what they.
This is one fight territory
Come on.
already.
Or excuse me, this
Boom! Dongman! Let's go!
Dongman is him!
Boom! Let's go! Let's go! Wait, is it just over?
LeMay ulting? Yeah, this is like gonna be over. They're gonna maybe get TP?
Are they? But aren't they staggered? Aren't they all just...
keeping the damage out. Meteorem up in the sky, hiding behind the walls.
No TP.
No, we aren't moving. Wait, so we do have to win one more fight. Oh.
Ultimate there. To bite even more time.
Yeah, one more, okay.
And that is a huge retake there from Thieves.
Ah.
Oh, he did waste it last point.
Ah, it could have just been over there.
Ew.
Yeah. That's gross, yeah. And I mean, like, at least with the damage boost, maybe the bucking.
I mean, we do have 2.5 minutes to win a fight, so we basically just have to farm ults for a minute. How long does an ult take usually? 30 seconds or a minute, depending on the hero.
It just depends on like.
Yeah, my thought is if you're kind of
like when you're kind of here, when you're just kind of poking each other.
Yeah, I would say like 30 seconds probably from where they're at right now. We just gotta chill for a little bit.
With the Loki, right? So you have two opportunities.
Prova's really close on his.
It's not a bad decision, but we'll see now as things continue to progress forward. And again, they're just not running Vanpool either. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but this new comp is definitely better than what we've seen so far.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, this is so nice. They're gonna start with Groodle. Oh, we start with Krovo. That's good. Force the Mantis. Oh, wait, the bubble was so good.
Disengage, so disengage, but no, okay, Glartrox takes him out. Cloak on the right side, but nice job. The Cloak saves everybody in that Glartrox.
Oh, have to live.
But can Vinny, after all of this, hit the Groot ult.
Good disengage.
Yeah, it's going to be very important. I think Dongman's been holding that. Saw an opportunity there to
come on, Dongman, make me proud.
Holding on to this Meteorem could be game-winning, folks. If you're a Sentinels fan, you want to see something now. Thieves, this compositional change has absolutely worked for them.
Here we go, Dongman, make me proud.
Wow. Oh no, we were ready for the Mago.
Who have a minute left on the clock. An answer back from Korova onto